Hey, welcome back, motherfuckers. Woo!
What's up?
That was like so soft. It was like there was like a lot of emotion there. I could feel the emotion a little bit, but it was just so soft.
Well, I mean, half our plans went to shit today.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got
Man.
a good chunk done on the boat, so we know what the next step is.
Let me ask y'all something. Don't you fucking hate it when Google's like, hey, come check this place out because they're open. And then you fucking drive an hour to get there, and they're closed.
Yeah, and they didn't update their fucking hours online.
I'm fucking calling them on Tuesday when they're back in there.
And we weren't the only ones that showed up.
Isn't that something?
That
what are the odds?
Yeah.
That one guy seemed like he had money, too.
Money, or he knows some shit. Like, he was pumped.
Yeah.
Because once we talked about the display of the bar of the cigars, and he's like, I know, that's why I came here.
Yeah.
Like, he knew something.
Yeah. I was going to get whatever he was having. But we still managed. We still managed to pick up some cigars. This box, aged 7 years. Dude, I got this Java. It's a tiny little guy. Drew Estate.
Let me see mine.
Here, you go ahead. Describe what you got there.
It's another Rocky palette. Patel. Patel.
Rocky Patel.
Which is, the first ones we introduced to y'all.
Yeah.
Except the first ones was a 1999 Connecticut. Same thing, except this is from the year of my birthday, 92, the year I was born. It's the reason why I got it, because, my birthday was a few days ago.
Yeah, happy birthday. Jesse is officially.
Hence, we were going to go to the cigar bar for my birthday.
How old are you now?
My birthday. Yeah, I'm the dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
I'm in my dirty 30.
This man's 30 years old.
Yep.
How does it feel?
In a way, it's like I could have lived a third of my life. Could.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
It's a little wild to actually think about.
A third.
A third.
But here's the thing. Your first memory is only like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Like your first real, like, in-depth memory of like when you can look back at a time and remember your state of mind. You're probably 10 years old.
Yeah, 20 to 25. I'd say still between the age of 5 and 10.
Okay.
Because then you can't exactly remember how old you were, but it's like within that vicinity, like
right.
that age.
We'll get right back to this. Is that the one you're smoking on for the episode?
Oh yeah, only because
it's your birthday year. All right.
Yeah.
Set these ones.
Set
these ones to the side.
I saw it, so I'm like, you know what? I just gotta fucking do it. It's a dark one, which makes it more powerful.
So yeah. So
you're the one that's been doing bigger research than me.
Yeah. So the darker it is, the more full embodied it is. The more flavor, the more, it's a much more rich experience. As to where with these, the lighter ones, they're more soothing. They're more smooth. They're more soft.
I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see it.
Creamy. Major difference.
Hold it up. Major.
That's the difference between the 1999 vintage and the 1992 vintage. Yes.
So if I start coughing and dying, it's okay.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to die. It's literally. Did you ever think about that? Like humans are supposed to die.
Are we living or are we dying?
It's
one of those.
It's the eternal question, brother. It's the eternal question around here.
But then there's that new fucking reel going on. It's Rick. What does he say?
Yeah, Rick. He's describing what it is to be alive.
Yeah, I thought that was funny when that started fucking going around. I'm like, you know what? If you think about it.
Yeah. He's like, we're all just. He's like, if you don't do anything with your life, you're just a randomly assorted molecular structure drifting through the
like if you don't take risk in life,
I'm
sure if we were to hop on Instagram right now, it would come up like one of the first 10
for sure.
Yep. All right.
Speaking of that, we picked up a Rick and Morty
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my cutter?
I don't know. Where's your cutter?
I took my cutter.
You took it home?
I took it home.
It's not on the board?
Oh, I took it home. I left it on the fucking microwave.
You left it on the microwave?
Left it on my
Why
microwave.
on the microwave?
Because that's where my other cigar was.
Ugh. Should have bought those scissor ones.
Yeah, the $13.
There you go, sir.
So I went with a 6-inch. This is a much thinner gauge.
Oh, you're not gonna puff on your jewel-looking one?
The jewel-looking one?
Yeah.
All right, I will just because it's dark. But fuck, I already threw the. All right, you want me to go full body with you? I gotcha.
Well, it's also because you saw it and you're like, you bought it just because of like kind of how it looked.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a cigar like that before. Tiny little thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get this back in here.
It's literally like the shape and size of a jewel pod. For those who don't know what jewel pod is, if there's even those people out there that exist, there still might be. You know, people in Alaska don't count. It's a little
they're
square.
illegal in Alaska?
No, just.
Well, then why?
I don't know.
Why don't the people in Canada count?
No, Alaska.
Oh, why don't they count? That's fucked.
They may not. Well, I would understand if they don't know what a jewel pod is.
Why? Explain.
The people that literally live in the middle of nowhere. They don't care about what's really going on.
You're telling me there's people that live in Alaska that, like, yeah, if they don't smoke nicotine, I'm sure they don't know what it is.
Exactly. So I'm giving them the pass. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not just people in Alaska. I mean,
I know, but it was just the first thing that came in my head.
Okay, we'll go with it. We're going with it, folks.
Fucking go.
I'm gonna fucking let this one go.
You better. Oh man, let me see this later. All right.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to clip this one.
Just little. Who knows? Maybe they poked a little hole in there for you.
I doubt it. All right, so for the record, this thing is $3 fucking. So I'm not expecting it to be much. Although it is a Rocky and Patel. Holy shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't catch
There's
that.
the crest. Rocky Patel.
Oh yeah.
Shit. So this is a premium cigar here. Shaped like a rectangle, which is why I bought it. The name of this, the Drew Estate Java, or Java, 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 which I'm pretty sure Java means chocolate.
I got some leaves in my mouth.
The Maduro.
Mmm.
Yeah, I still gotta cut it.
Wow.
Still gotta cut it. Whoa. That. Oh, I can smell that. That is.
It does taste good, but it is fucking rich. Even if that's even the right word.
Yeah, I think it is. So, I've in my research, I found a lot of guys before they light their cigar.
What?
Yeah, the mouthpiece.
Huh? Maybe if I do that, I don't get a mouthful of
won't get-
fucking leaves.
Right.
Sorry, people. Noob here.
You'll see a lot of guys. They'll fucking,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Get that shit wet, man. It's only gonna be in your mouth.
You want to try some?
No.
Mmm. Not bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We're gonna need a more powerful fan.
Bro, this is surprisingly really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I do kind of like how it looks though,
Yeah.
compared to big and bulky.
It almost looks the same, except mine is a
Almost.
little darker.
Yeah.
And I can tell mine's a more thicker leaf for a wrap. The wrapping is different. Okay, so
Yeah, that's some shit you take golfing right there.
yeah.
When you're actually on an event or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fatties here, that's like a chill down.
Listen, if y'all
Hang
ain't into
out.
cigars, fucking skip ahead of this. It's fine. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I don't even know. But if you're into cigars,
Different.
check out Smoke and Munch, Enfield, Connecticut, Route 5. They got a good selection of cigars in there.
They do?
Yeah.
I can't even think of anywhere else I've seen like that kind of selection.
Right.
Not even local to our state. I don't know.
I can't think of any places in Mass.
Besides the one we just tried to go to today.
Right. Besides the cigar room, which was closed.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some whiskey.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's time to break out the whiskey.
Better bust out the whiskey. This man brought a full fucking cooler with him up here today.
Damn it!
Would you forget the ice?
No, I got the ice.
You forget the glasses?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
It's all right. It's all right. Yep. I want to wait for him to come back before I get into some of these topics lately. It's been a few weeks since we put anything out, and I apologize to all the viewers, those who actually do care. I fucking love you guys. I wish y'all talked more in the comments, though, so that way I knew who y'all were, you know, because let's build a family here, you know. Jesse and I were talking about earlier, we want to start a cult, but we don't want it to be like a cult. We're going to come up with a different name. It's not a cult. And we're coming up, and here's the purpose of our cult. We're going to be, all right, you know how, like, politically, the whole woke movement is now like this, like, everyone's shunning it, you know what I mean? When, in its originality, to be woke, it was a purely positive thing. That just meant being enlightened, to like the voice of the universe and, you know, things like that I talk about all the time. But like, because of this whole political movement, this whole political woke movement, you know, people like Joe Rogan and shit, they're bashing the woke movement. And that sucks because like I was an early adopter of the woke movement, you know, and now it's like, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke, and it sucks. Because deep down, for the OG woke motherfuckers, who, you know, in all reality, Joe Rogan, 100% woke. That guy is woke as fuck. Can't call him woke, because then that would put him in some sort of political circle, which isn't at all what it's supposed to be. I mean, fuck, just saying that means you're not woke if you following some political circle, like. So, we want to start a cult. It's not going to be called a cult. We're going to start some sort of non-profit place of living, or, you know, way of living, where you just fucking... What are we doing in our cult, buddy? Help me out.
We're bringing you up.
We're bringing everybody up. Think about it. Unirrelevant podcast. Up. We're going up. What do we say? Oh, yeah. You're not woke. You're risen.
Yeah.
That'll be our thing. We are risen. Stand with us and rise the ranks through enlightenment. That's what we're here for. That's what this whole...
good.
There's our second bottle. Wait.
Yeah.
That's your second?
Yeah.
That's your second.
My second.
That's our fourth bottle of Buffalo Trace in the past fucking 6 months.
Fourth? You had two?
I had two, yeah.
I think I only drank out of one of them then.
No.
Really? Both?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I bought one that was 50. You were like, oh, I got mine for 45. Liquor's 44. Then I bought the last one for 60 when we were just at the fucking...
At the
Jim's.
At Jimmy Jim's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I came over to have a talk. We had some there.
Mm-hmm.
And cigars. That was like in the beginning of the cigars.
Yeah.
You're like, I need to find some cigars.
That's right.
Fuck you, Steven.
It's totally Steven's fault.
But he's not like putting a gun to your head. He just gave you a new Can you say hobby?
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Hobby.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I kicked my desire of nicotine. Kicked it. I don't need it. But sometimes I want it.
Yeah, which is where the cigars come in.
You know, it's like I said to him, and you brought it up when I quit. You know, nicotine itself isn't necessarily bad for you. Sure, the smoking and everything else is, right?
Yeah.
Every now and then, it's nice to just fucking get a little buzz on.
Yeah.
And that's what a cigar is. Nice little buzz.
Cheers, motherfucker. To the beginning of the boat.
The boat.
Finally fucking unpacked it from his winterized Polish creation. My dad did a great fucking job.
Wonderful job, dude.
Yeah. We may not be the smartest, but boy, we can put some shit together.
Yo, but hold on. That being able to do that is smart, though. Like,
yeah, ain't book smart, but
listen,
it's common sense smart.
Intelligence isn't knowing the answer. It's knowing where to find it or how to find it.
Yeah.
You know? So if you can't create, or if you're not smart enough to be able to have a job to pay for the easy shit, but you're smart enough to create the shit, then what's the difference? Who's living the better life? You know?
That fucking mouse we had to kick out of his mansion.
There was a bunch of them. Yeah. There was 3.
3 and 1 dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, fellas. You can. There's plenty of space up there. They'll find a new home. Unless they get eaten.
Oh, well, Mav ate one.
That's right. Maverick got one of them. All right, so there's 2 left.
Damn.
It's a circle of life.
Kind of feel bad for them. They're out there probably still looking for each other right now. Oh, you think they found each other by now?
They might have found each other.
Maybe.
After, we all left, it kind of calmed down. The dogs weren't out there.
Yeah, they probably started shooting out little...
Yeah, making their noise, unless the turkey vultures came out and got them both.
No, they were pretty far away.
Yeah. Who knows? That thing does look kind of sweet, though. I gotta say it again.
I like it. For $3, too. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
How do you beat it when it's $3?
Well, yeah, you think $3 it would be like just your normal trash cigar.
No.
But.
No, it's fucking nice.
It's got Damien's approval.
And mind you, I'm still very young at this.
Yeah. It's good. That's what I can say. It's good.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel it. a little nicotine.
You know what? Let's take a look on the spectrum. Let's see where that one's at.
The rating?
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? All right.
What'd you do?
What do we got?
This is what I don't fucking...
Rocky Patel. What?
The
1992 review.
It says vintage. Is that... Yeah. Vintage.
Yeah.
1992.
All right. Cigars International. Rocky Patel. I don't want to go to there. Okay. JR Cigars. It's a cigar reviewing page. There it is.
Whoa.
Get a box of 20 for 100.
5 times 6.
Oh, that's a short Gordo, though. That's not what we're looking for. There's... Yes, that's yours.
Yeah.
Robust. Yep, 5.5. All right. Wrapper is Ecuadorian. Type is Sumatra. The binder is Nicaraguan. And the filler tobacco is from the Dominican Republic / Nicaragua. Origin, Honduras. Medium strength.
Medium strength? What the fuck's a high strength then? What? Curiosity's peaked now. If this is medium.
All right. Go to handmade cigars.
Can we just type into a category of high strength? These are probably just a bunch of brands that we know nothing.
Yeah, these are thousands of brands of cigars.
Flat pack.
What are we looking for?
Pipes. Oh, I want to know, like, what's a high strength?
Oh.
If this is a medium.
High strength.
Accessories. Yeah, that might be hard to find through that on the. Yeah. I mean,
Top 10 strong cigars 2022.
Wait, can we go? Can you go back up,
bro?
Just go back up. Look at that guy.
He's enjoying life.
I don't know. He kind of looks like it's just like he's doing it for. He's a paid actor.
Oh, he's definitely a paid actor.
He doesn't look like he puffs on cigars.
Not at all.
Yeah. Y'all could have done a little better.
Top 10. Rocky Patel, Cuban blend. Full strength.
All right, so it's full, not
601
high.
La Bamba.
Whoa.
That's interesting.
What? I wonder if that's like the stem of the
Joya
leaf.
de Nicaragua, Antonio Dark Corojo. You got to learn Spanish. Yeah, so...
I like that blue, just because it's blue.
There's a whole bunch of them. It's cigars by strength. Here we go.
Look at that.
Full body. Medium to full. Yeah, we want full body. Oh! There we go. Cohiba Blacks. Full strength. Look at them bitches.
A lot that comes out of Connecticut.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Between the two of Connecticut and
Monte Cristos. I've had one of these before. Years ago. I don't know if it was like this. I recognize the name. Monte
yeah,
Cristo.
The brand at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was like this specific cigar, but very interesting. I love how Rocky Patel, the edge.
Look at that.
It's a fucking stogie right there, son. That's a fucking stogie. I want to look up this. What is this?
You're a fucking
Rocky Patel Java Madero. Yep.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. The wrapper is Brazil.
Wow.
Medium strength. Nicaraguan. Nice. You can get a box of 24 of them for $225. So they're about $9 a piece.
Wow. You got a good deal.
I better go back in there and grab those.
Grab the rest of them?
I better grab the rest of them. These are $3 on shelf.
Wait, go back down. What's that? 5.5 times 50.
That's 5.5 by 50. So that's
the size.
The size, right?
Okay, so it's 5.5 long by what? 50 milliliters? No, that can't be 50 milliliters. What? Where's the 50?
I don't know how that goes. Let's find out.
Or would that be?
How are
can't be diameter
cigars sized? Cigar size chart. Okay. All right. So your length. Oh, ring gauges.
Yeah, I was thinking diameter, but I mean it's rectangular.
True.
And if you're in the
60 is the biggest they go.
Yeah, that was that butt plug you found.
Yeah. Gordo. That's it. Right there. 60 by 6. That's literally
the one you.
That's yeah. That's literally it.
Wow.
The Gordo. Yep.
What's
Ooh,
that?
look at the Perfecto.
What's the two from that? Calibra? Calubra?
Salubra?
Salubra?
Calubra?
It just looks weird.
It's so it's 3 braided.
That's kind of cool.
See how it says 3, 42 by 6.5?
Ah.
So it's 3 of these 42s wrapped together. Ooh, look at that. Panatella. 38. That's a small one. You got 20s? Let me see a 20. Do you see a 20? 28? It's like a cigar. A 20 must be a cigarello. Right?
Yeah.
All right, wrappers. Okay, so these tell us. All right, let's see. Wrapper, double Claro, Candela, Jade, or American Market Selection, AMS. After leaf is picked in the field, it is artificially heated, creating a light green hue. Oh, that's telling us what this is.
Yeah.
They are generally flavorless and bland wrappers. All right, so we got Maduro right now. Let's see what this is. Maduro, or Spanish Market Selection, a very dark brown, oily leaf with a sweet, pronounced taste, known for its fullness and richness. Darkness is caused by leaving the leaf on the tobacco plant as long as possible and left to air dry naturally. After dried, it goes through a process in which it is treated with heat to draw out the oils and cook the tobacco. The oils are then allowed to retreat back into the cigar. Each time this process is repeated, the leaf becomes darker and darker. The wrapper sometimes has small veins and bumps on the wrapper.
Inspection.
Because of the type of tobacco used.
I got bumps. I got veins.
So do I. Yeah. Double Maduro, Oscuro, or Maduro, an almost jet black wrapper. That's this.
Yep.
Oh, very rich pronounced. So, what do we got in the middle? Colorado. This is not a special variety of tobacco. It is usually grown in Connecticut, but the leaf has an oily reddish leaf within an exceptional color and flavor. Huh. So that would be this one. Colorado, Maduro. Interesting, huh? Very cool. Cigar descriptions.
Got a lot to learn.
Yeah. There's so many out of Connecticut. Or the Connecticut is a shade?
So I guess is the Connecticut shade from Connecticut? It's got to be from Connecticut.
Yeah, it's got to be. Right.
Why would it have it in the name?
Right. So this is just going through all kinds of different cigars they have. Oh, wow. 3 cigars braided together. Yeah. There's a lot in here. There's so much to get into with cigars.
Texas Sweets.
Texas Sweets. Ecuador and Sumatran. Dominican Sugar Tip. This cigar is smooth and sweet. Dominican filler and binder are covered by a beautiful and Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. Sugar tipped for an extra sweet taste.
Huh.
Wow. This is Babala.com. I'm sure there's many other sites. That's so interesting to get into, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had plans today. We were going to work on a boat, and we were going to go to this place in Agawam called the...
We were also supposed to shoot a little bit, but another week.
So we go to this place, Cigar Room 2 in Agawam, and Check online. It says open. We get there. It's closed. Fucking.
Closed on Sunday and Monday.
What kind of shit is that?
Yeah.
Whatever. To each his own. But, yeah. So, kind of wasted almost 2 hours of the day.
I wouldn't say wasted.
Well, no. I mean, we got to sit in silence and listen to very quiet music.
We're halfway to Connecticut, so that's when we decided to go to Smoking Bunch. And
yeah, thankfully we're only 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And we went to go visit your dad.
He's
in East Hampton.
What a day so far, man.
Yep.
Well, now you're back. I guess we can get into some stuff that's been going on lately.
I mean, I'm back.
Well, you were gone for a minute at one point.
Oh, to get the glasses?
Yes.
Oh, wow. What were you getting into?
I was going to get into... Oh, no, we already talked about our cult.
Yeah.
But then from there, I wanted to get into Amber Heard. So, I seen today, this fucking bitch, tried to make a GoFundMe.
You know what? Maybe they should have let that pass. Just to see how many people, are there people still out there that are rooting for her? You think there would be people to donate?
Yeah. I think people
you still
would
think?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because there's a lot of people that have money and they don't know what to do with it.
And they probably still agree with her.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's got to be like a... It's got to be...
There's some people out there that still voted for Biden and still think he's the greatest, and come on.
That's what I'm saying. There's definitely the people out there, I'm sure, that are, just riding that wave of like she's trying to sell it like he only won because he's Johnny Depp and he has the power of Hollywood behind his back.
Yeah. I heard that.
I clearly remember everybody hated him. Everybody shunned him. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's a woman beater." I'm like...
he was losing contracts as soon as she put that out there.
It spread like a wildfire. But, it's fucking Johnny Depp. A lot of people just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Especially about actors. Because you only ever see them on a movie screen. And they're always playing somebody else. It's not like... You know what I mean? It's not like Rogan, where he's himself. Now, if Rogan... cancel culture tried getting him, and everybody was still like, no.
Also, in the beginning, a lot of people know him as Fear Factor.
Right.
Well, maybe 5-10 years ago. I think now he's becoming more popular.
You know what really...
that podcast.
You know what really blows my mind is how many people still don't listen to podcasts or don't listen. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, there's 340 million people in America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let's say civilians who pay taxes. 340 million. Maybe 10 million. Maybe...
Well, I know my boss isn't one. He wants to. He just hasn't gotten into it.
Yeah.
So he still doesn't listen to podcasts.
I mean, dude, I work with... most of the guys that I work with don't listen to podcasts.
My
most
fiance
of the people,
doesn't.
I know.
Her excuse is, I don't have time.
It doesn't even make sense. That excuse does not make sense. I hate that excuse.
Hey, but guess what? I got a 16-hour drive to Tennessee next week. Guess what we're going to listen to?
You're going to catch up on some Rogan, huh?
I'm thinking about not listening to the ones he drops this coming week just so I have them for the ride.
Well, they're 3 hours each, so plan accordingly.
Yeah, I know. So that's at least 9 to 10, because they can be 3.5.
And then, what was I just going to say?
Between knowing there's still a good population that doesn't listen to him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, for those of us who do listen, you know what I mean? It's like this exclusive club, you know what I mean? But even still, we're hearing how big Rogan is. He's bigger than CNN. He's bigger than all this and that. But then when you're out in the street and you ask people, hey, you ever heard of Rogan? Huh? Hey, you ever heard of CNN? Yeah.
I think I get maybe 1 out of 5.
Right.
They'll know Rogan.
Right. Yeah. That's what
Even
I'm
if
saying.
they don't listen to him, they'll know because they see the clips.
Yeah. Right.
That's another thing.
Yeah, that's and half the time these people are seeing clips put up from the opposing side. They're not seeing clips posted by like the JRE companion or, fucking other podcasters, Andrew Schultz and shit like that. They're not seeing any of that. They're seeing the bashing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I work with this one guy. I'm not gonna say names or nothing, but I work with this one guy, and he's like, I don't understand why, Rogan, he can, he's the biggest podcast in the world. He just talks about marijuana and fucking fighting and like.
What? How many have you listened to?
That's what I said. I'm like, whoa. I mean, you don't put the time in, or else you wouldn't be saying that. But I mean, the point is, it's like there's still so many people out there. There's still such a massive audience that's not being tapped into.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like I've been thinking about it with like this whole the psychedelic movement and how it's coming so far just from when I was younger, from when I started doing psychedelics to where it's at now. Like I just watched my next guest needs no introduction with David Letterman. Who David Letterman is?
I'd still have to see the face, but the name rings a bell and stuff. So.
It better. I mean,
Yeah.
he was a late night talk show host for 50 years.
Yeah.
Like he's like the number one. There's Leno, there's Jimmy Fallon, David Letterman, number one.
Yeah, I know the name, but I can't put the face to it because
Right,
I'm a visual kind of guy.
Old guy, big beard.
Yeah.
So David Letterman, left his late night talk show, and now he's got the Netflix special where he does these it's an hour interview with these people, and it's a great fucking show. Anyway, Will Smith.
Yeah.
The number one paid actor in the entire world, in all of history of acting, spent around 30 minutes of the entire episode talking about a 2-year span of his life where he took ayahuasca 14 times. He got so into psychedelics that he was willing to do ayahuasca 14 times. Bro, most people do ayahuasca once, maybe twice. Maybe twice. Because of how intense that kind of experience is. You got to think human civilization has been using ayahuasca recorded around 1800 years. Especially these tribes in South Africa.
Yeah, but when
South
they
America.
use it, isn't like a ceremony.
It's a very ceremonious thing.
Yeah.
There are tribes that will spend 3 months out of the year. First month, they spend their time collecting all their herbs.
Mm-hmm.
The next month, they all spend preparing themselves. Preparing the ayahuasca pot. And then for the next 30 days, they trip every day. Just keep drinking from the pot. And it's a crazy thing to put yourself through. But the fact that Will Smith, the number one actor in the fucking world, spends 30 minutes talking about psychedelics. It's never been done before. Like anytime, like when you hear about psychedelics from a mainstream person, it's always like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's going to be crazy. It's always something negative, you know what I mean? But he's the whole time, like, he's like, yeah, it was fucking hard. He's like, I cried. I went through fucking hell. He's like, but it was the best experience I've ever done in my life. It was the greatest thing I've ever done for my life.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith. Dude, fucking Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, fucking Lex Friedman, like these people who are the top minds in today's society are all very big avid users of psychedelics. 15 years ago, it wasn't like that at all.
No.
People made fun of Timothy Leary. People made fun of fucking, there was mainstream. People made fun of Grateful Dead. Oh, they're just a hippie band.
Yep.
They created an entire movement. They created the biggest cult in the fucking world. The Grateful Dead family. And 99% of the world doesn't even know they exist. But yet there's like 100, 200,000 of them all around the fucking country. And they're fucking they're in everything, and nobody even knows that what they are. But they're in everything.
Yeah, no one knows what their logo is.
Nobody knows anything about them because that's not what it's not supposed to be. This fucking, it's like the woke movement. It's like what that was supposed to be. It was supposed to be it's supposed to be just being enlightened to like more ideas than just of what's your own, like being distracted or separated from this ego. You know what I mean? Like understanding that we're all tapped into this infinite field of energy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what the woke movement was supposed to be. But society, these 1%ers or whoever it is pulling the fucking strings, they make a lot of things look bad. Like think of the DARE movement, or like, Reagan's wife, Nancy Reagan, war on drugs. Mm-hmm. It was like the most fucking said thing throughout the 80s, the fucking 90s. It was like, and every 3 months in school, we had the DARE program come in. They say, don't do drugs. And they'd have these fucking 20-year-olds who clearly just got out of fucking jail would sit there and tell you how it was bad to do drugs and smoke weed and don't drink alcohol and make sure you buckle your seatbelt. Like all of this shit was designed to push us further and further away from psychedelics. But truth will out. And we're finally starting to see psychedelics be highlighted. And the more and more it's talked about openly, and the more and more people like Will Smith and Rogan and whoever, the more people start talking about it, the more it'll be accepted and won't seem as taboo. I think it's huge for consciousness. Like not just the individual perspective of right now. I think we are seeing the beginning of what's really going to propel us into that next level of civilization. So if you think about it like this, do you have something to say?
If it would only propel us if we can still keep pushing majority to understand it. But there's going to be pushback still.
Of course. There's always been.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but I mean, we're getting there. It's starting to happen. I think it's huge.
Yeah, we're definitely we're on the right track.
I think it's huge, man, because like you think about it, shit.
But
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, but the amount of stories that have been broken through, even under scientists,
I remember.
Seeing like how well it could help your brain either through healing. Doesn't it help with ET or like the head trauma from fighters and football players? Yeah. Like, dude, they're big into that. I know that.
I literally just had this conversation with my son's therapist. Psilocybin. In your brain, you have receptors.
Yeah.
For everything. Heroin. All the shit that's in the world. If your brain didn't have a receptor, it wouldn't do anything to you. We're already programmed for all of these substances. So maybe that's generational. Maybe it's happened because millions, hundreds of thousands of years of putting in.
Wait.
What?
Remember our conversation?
Which one?
On genetics? Down by the swamp?
Yeah.
It's like a blank. It's in there. But it's for our life experience to fill it in. When we're talking about like the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
And you we're claiming is just character. But I was trying to get more like, I think it's more than still character. So kind of what you just explained. If it's in us, it's still for us to experience, to fill in the blank, to fill our own view on it.
Okay.
Whether people like it and start abusing it, or it's like, all right, that's cool.
I see what you're saying.
It's fun. Yeah, okay. So
I see what you're saying. But to finish my train of thought, so
son's therapist.
we came from cavemen, right? Cavemen, maybe they never did psychedelics, but we're seeing now that cavemen definitely came across psilocybin. They definitely came across ayahuasca.
Even before caveman, there are still mammals out there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever seen a video of a jaguar eating eucalyptus?
I think so.
They get high as fuck. Do you know what eats eucalyptus 24/7 to stay docile?
No.
Koala bears.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
take eucalyptus from a koala bear, it will
They
fucking
go
tear your face
fucking
off.
Crazy.
It'll tear your fucking face off. That thing has a drug addiction. Koalas.
But they're so cute and cuddly. Don't you just want to snuggle with it?
We gotta put them in rehab.
As long as you're feeding him those leaves.
So fucking, you know what I'm getting at is like, the more and more we accept psychedelics into our life, I believe that it's gonna transcend us to this next level of civilization. Like right now, we're or it could devolve our level of civilization. If everybody were to do fucking mushrooms at the same time, we'd be like, what are we struggling with? Why are we trying to build shit? You know what I mean? What are we doing? We're all fucking here. We're already happy. We got a whole bunch of shit. Why wouldn't we just be cool with that?
So what do you think Elon would do? Because he's one of those top guys that's like,
well, Elon
easier.
Elon is aware that the civilization that's here right now has put us. We've put. Now, I don't want to say we because I'm not a part of that, but like I'm just gonna say we because we're all part of this civilization. So fuck it, I just fucking shutted myself up. So, we're in a point of civilization where it's irreversible.
Yes.
It's either like the economy's irreversible. We can't fucking we can't just say, you know what, everything's a buck. And you know what I mean? Like there's too much money printed. There's just so much shit. There's so much technology out there. AI exists. The fact that AI exists, the motion of technology will not end.
Mm-hmm.
We are irreversible. So there's only a couple ways out or through. You can't get out. You got to go through. Either we entirely shun the natural connection with Earth and we go to the stars, or we can.
I think that's where technology should go.
That's where technology's trying to go.
That's where it should fucking go.
Right. But then there are the people who don't want anything to do with that. They don't want anything. They love Earth.
I mean, I love Earth too.
Right. But what I'm saying is that those people, who love Earth and then they do psychedelics, especially psilocybin, they have this realization that, like, I already have everything I need. I can just enjoy. Because life is, dude, it could literally end. A plane comes through, we're fucked. Done.
Yeah.
So why not just enjoy it?
Anything could happen. We could have a gas line just burst.
Exactly. Anything can fucking happen at any time. So why spend it working for or doing a job that's making money to pay for electric? But
you hate going to work. You hate waking up. You hate everything else around you.
Yeah, it's fucking it's crazy. But that is life, man. And I think when these big people, these highly respected people all around the globe, when they talk about these psychedelic experiences, I think it's waking more people up to the realization that, like I just said, we already have what we need.
Food?
Mainstream media doesn't want you to think that. They want you to feel like you're an insignificant bubble inside of this massive fucking...
And you need the new iPhone.
Yeah,
oh my God, you need the new iPhone.
Listen,
it's got another fucking camera, man.
Check it out.
It's got 20 times zoom.
Right. Everybody around you is going to be taking better pictures. Guess what? If you don't have if you don't have the latest Jordans, people at school are going to make fun of you.
Oh my God, I don't get shoes. I'm sorry, people. I fucking don't get shoes.
But it's just the system. It's so easy to distract people when they're so unaware of what they're existing in. You know? And that's why we're starting a cult.
Take your shoes off and go feel the earth.
Yeah. Or get you a pair of these.
It really does something. Yeah, this motherfucker's supposed to get me a pair, but guess
these
what?
Things are fucking epic.
I want a pair.
Get a pair. I'll get you.
Bitch, you better get me a pair.
But I'm paying a lot of fucking money right now. I got a lot of money out right now.
It'd be my birthday gift.
Motherfucker, your birthday gift was fucking... It was supposed to be the cigars. I still bought you cigars.
Hey, okay, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. All right. The Will Smith thing, right?
The slap?
Yeah. Did you see, like, the vintage footage of, like, that being... I don't know if it's a movie or if it happened in, like, early Oscars. Have you seen that?
No. What are you talking about?
It's like...
Is it
fucking...
remade?
No. I don't think so.
Like, did they act out something that already happened?
No.
What are you saying?
Fucking old. I'm sorry, people. I'm gonna have to go on my Facebook because we're not logged in on this shit. But I'm gonna still show you it, so maybe it's gonna help you find it for our viewers.
You saved it on there?
Yes.
Okay.
This fucking shit.
All right, now we know Will Smith copied an old movie.
Okay, so it is a movie. It's definitely gotta be.
Now wait a damn minute. Okay, hold on.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the Facebook. I'm technically challenged over here. I'm sorry. But I saw that and I started questioning. I'm like, all right, because remember when we first brought it up, we were...
Yo, that would make a lot of...
we were debunking some of it where, there's a conspiracy, it was made up and played, and there was a cover on his cheek. Type of thing.
Oh yeah, we did see.
Yeah, but then I saw this.
All right, here we go. 7 days ago. Okay, proof the infamous Will Smith slap was a hoax copied from a scene in an old movie.
Yeah,
here it is. Now let me just see. Here we go. The page has been blocked by Microsoft Edge. Copy. Fuck you, Microsoft. Let me find...
Yeah, wait. What?
Where'd it go? Where's...
What are you looking for?
I was looking for a different fucking...
browser. In the private browser.
Huh. Okay, I need a different browser, apparently. I thought I had one.
Firefox. Or Google Chrome. You're a Google guy. I'm surprised you have Google Chrome.
I'm a Google guy? Actually, I'm a Brave guy.
You're a Brave guy?
Yeah. So you don't even know.
I don't.
I'm sorry, everybody. Just uno momento, por favor.
It's part of my fault, but it's okay. Cigars
So only take a moment, I promise you, because super duper fast with this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Open file. Connecting.
But if it is a hoax and he copied a movie, then why?
Because I'll tell you why. It's very simple. Nobody even knew that the Oscars was happening.
Oh, so they wanted to bring more people attention.
You got to get the clips. You got to fucking create
I
the
don't
revenue.
Watch that shit. I watched that when I was a teenager, but it's only because I had 6 channels to watch. I'm like, oh, this is on. Cool.
Bro, how many people even knew it was happening? Not many. You know, it took this scene, this assault to happen for it to get out. And then here's another thing. His wife has a semi-successful podcast.
What about you say semi?
So, if the wife has a semi-successful podcast and you want to help her, you want to make money, y'all are married, right? You want to find some way to promote her podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody knows. What the fuck just happened?
Everybody knows now.
Everybody knows that she's going to talk about it eventually.
Yeah.
So she goes and talks about it on her pod. You know what? Let's find it. I guarantee you. I can't type now.
Sorry, I've never seen
I
or
guarantee
listened
you,
to her podcast.
Guarantee you. Red Table Talk. I guarantee you there's going to be a video on here that says, talking about the Oscar slap.
It's the first one.
Oh!
Second.
Thank you.
All right, the first one's 1 minute. The second one's 7.
Red Table Talk. I want to find her podcast.
And it's...
Look, ABC, 79,000. E.T. Canada, 35,000. Wendy Williams, 180K. CBS, 64,000.
Yeah, okay, so they're still just covering... What about her?
Entertainment Tonight, 960. Red Table Talk. I want her...
Maybe we should pull a publicity stunt like that.
Yeah. Look, Jaden Smith confronts his mom, 1.6 million. Where's her actual show?
Is it on YouTube?
Maybe not. Maybe it's like a...
Wait, what's that?
What? I don't see. It's all just...
Yeah.
It's all distraction, Jada mistreats my dad. No shit! No shit she does. So Will Smith slams Jaden Smith for dating Tyler, the Creator.
God damn.
Like, this, it's all just fucking... The number one thing, Jaden Smith confronts his mom. That's not it. Where's the fucking Oscar slap? There it is. 960,000 views. So I think that's all. Look at the other ones. All right, this is a son confronting his mom. Makes sense, 1.6.
Yeah.
Oscar slap. I mean, look at this other shit. 60,000, 400,000, 300,000. And these are just reclips. It's like the whole shit with the fucking... All right. Let's see this. Oh, but here, hold on. So this whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing.
Yeah.
All you have to do during all of this is post a video. You could take a 30-second clip. I've seen hundreds of people doing it. You take a 30-second clip from in the courtroom where Amber's making a weird face, and you say, Amber gets destroyed by Johnny's attorney.
Mm.
You know how many views are on that fucking thing? Within posted 4 hours later, 2.8 million views. What? Because everybody's looking up Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So that thing comes right up. And, of course, if you see big letters, Amber gets destroyed. Oh, fuck yeah, I want to see this bitch get destroyed. Then you watch a 30-second clip, and it's her just going, making funny faces.
My dog got stung by a bee?
Yeah. It's like, oh, I've seen this 100,000 times
you
already.
Just gotta hop on
with
that,
a different
just
title.
Hop on that trend,
but
man.
They're getting the numbers.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this.
Make our own trend.
That's why I say. That's why I believe. This is very possible. I think he was just trying to create revenue for his wife's podcast.
My way to DIY you a minute. Could have been a carrot in that dress, but I guess you brought pumpkin. pumpkins back in season tonight. Good thing there's no fairy godmother around. You'd be carting Cinderella off to the ball.
Curious what movie this is.
Oh, what's this? Elijah taking the stage.
See the way he did it too?
Yeah.
Wow. Elijah Lewis just slapped the heck out of me.
Don't you ever talk about my wife that way.
Relax, my friend. It was just a joke. I'm a comedian, Elijah. You know how it is.
Isn't that fucking
No
nuts?
disrespect, Angela. You're gorgeous.
I said keep my wife's name out your mouth, Corey.
Wow.
I'm surprised you haven't seen this one, but
Wow.
fuck, dude.
Yeah. He slapped him the same way. He walked up the same. He literally just acted the scene out.
Dude, the words are almost like right there too. It's just, today swear words are a little more
Project
okay with,
Monarch.
but
All right, hold on. Did he really just copy this from a movie to boost Oscar ratings? What the hell is going on? We are constantly being manipulated. We are watching a movie. It seems Project Monarch may be alive and well in Hollywood. All right, so this is... do you know what Project Monarch is?
no, educate.
Okay. Did he really just copy this from a movie? Okay.
Do you know Project Monarch? I don't know.
I don't want to get it messed up. So Project Monarch is...
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Why does Kathy O'Brien come up? An American conspiracy theorist and author who claims to have been a victim of government mind control program called Project Monarch. Okay. So Project Monarch is a declassified CIA operation where they were using the Oscars, they were using TV ads.
Hollywood?
So it started off as like they would in live broadcast TV, there would be, so for you to see something, it takes like 0.00, it has to be there for like 0.03 of a second, like 300ths of a second for you to notice.
So is this like getting into like subliminal messages?
100%.
Okay.
Yes. So if they put an image up for 0.00 or 0.02 of a second, you don't notice you see it, but your brain does.
Yep.
Even though you don't comprehend it. So Project Monarch was this CIA operation where they were putting images. Like they would put a Campbell's soup in like live broadcast news. And then all of a sudden, Campbell's soup went up in sales 4%. And then they start doing that with all sorts of things. And that's kind of like what I was getting at earlier, this progression to innovate. It's not a progression to innovate, it's a progression to spend money. It's a progression to generate money.
Yeah.
It's how the government's using things like Project Monarch. Look at the Stranger Things, the secret CIA program behind hit series.
Come on, I like Stranger
That
Things,
inspired-
man.
Why
you gotta
Breaking
do
down-
this to me?
Breaking down how the Duffer Brothers used real-life government programs like MK Ultra and Stargate Project in their hit show. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
I don't know if I can finish the series now. No, I'm totally finishing it.
Project Monarch, Health University of Georgia, a citizen science project based at the University of Georgia's Odom School of Ecology, tracking the spread of the disease in monarch butterflies. Monarch Project, skateboarding decks, Nazi mind control. Here we go. Amidst the subtle cerebral circumvention of the gullible populace through a multitude of manipulated mediums lies one of the most diabolical atrocities perpetuated upon a segment of the human race, a form of systematic mind control which has permeated every aspect of society for almost 50 years. To objectively ascertain the following, one may need to re-examine preconceived ideologies relating to the dualistic nature of mankind. Resolving the philosophical question of whether we are inherently good or inherently evil is tantamount in shaping our perception of reality. specifically the spiritual variable within the equation of life. This exposition is substantiated by declassified U.S. government documents, individuals formally connected to the U.S. intelligence communities, historical writings, researchers knowledgeable in mind control, publications from mental health practitioners, and interviews taken from survivors unwittingly subjected to a highly complex form of trauma-based mind control known as monarch programming. A word of caution for survivors of intensely systematic mind control and or some form of ritualized abuse. There are numerous triggers in this article. It is therefore recommended not to read it unless appropriated. Okay, hold on, let me say that. It is therefore recommended not to read it unless appropriate support systems are in place if you have thoroughly reintegrated personality. If you have a thoroughly reintegrated
There's a
personality.
fucking warning on this article before you read it, people.
Yeah, it's insane. A brief history of control. The mystery religions of ancient Egypt, Greece, India, Babylon helped lay the foundation for occultism, meaning hidden knowledge. One of the earliest writings given reference to occultism is the Egyptian Book of the Dead, a compilation of rituals explicitly describing methods of torture and intimidation to create trauma. The use of potions, drugs, and casting spells, hypnotism, ultimately resulting in the total enslavement of the initiate. These have been the main ingredients for a part of occultism known as Satanism throughout the ages. During the 13th century, the Roman Catholic Church increased and solidified its dominion throughout Europe with the infamous Inquisition. Satanism survived this period of persecution, deeply entrenched itself under the veil of various esoteric groups. In 1776, a Bavarian Jesuit by the name of Adam Weishaupt was commissioned by the House of Rothschild. You hear me say that a lot.
Yeah.
To centralize the power base of the mystery religions into what is commonly known as the Illuminati, meaning enlightened ones. Illuminati. This was an amalgamation of powerful occultic bloodlines, elite secret societies, and influential Masonic fraternities, with the desire to construct the framework for a new world order. The outward goals of this utopia was to bring forth universal happiness to the human race. However, their underlying intention was to gradually increase control over the masses, thus becoming masters of the planet. The Anglo Alliance. By the 19th century, Great Britain and Germany was recognized as the primary geographic areas of Illuminati control. It then should be of little surprise to know the first work in behavioral science research was established in England in 1882, while much of the early medical and psychiatric techniques involved in mind control were pioneered at the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute in Germany. The Tavistock Institute of Human Relations was set up in London in 1921 to study the breaking point of humans. That's interesting. Kurt Lewin, a German psychologist, became the director of the Tavistock Institute in 1932. About the same time, Nazi Germany was increasing its research into neuropsychology, parapsychology, and multi-generational occultism. Interesting. I need to take a second.
You're doing great. Drink your whiskey.
I need to take a second.
He's
My
been
eyes are
slacking.
my eyes are blurring, bruh.
That's fine.
Let me just make it.
There's
I'll make it a bit bigger.
a lot. But
A lot of big words.
you're doing great.
Thanks.
Love it.
You really feel that way?
Dude, every time I listen to you read, I want to clap for you in my head. That's what I'm doing. Because I would just fuck these words up.
There's a lot of words.
All right.
So, how do you feel about this so far? Let's just recap everything I just said. So 19th century people with lots of money started investing in research of how the mind works.
Yeah, between
basically.
breaking the mind, can we control it? Which makes a lot of sense with, was it the MK Ultra? I think that was still later on, but there's plenty of those declassified fucking files coming out now
Right.
of what happened back then.
I mean, just look at like back at MK Ultra, right? Let's look at like Charles Manson. At that time, the CIA had places all around America where you could go and get LSD. And that was because they wanted to see if they could control your mind under LSD.
Yeah, it was a
You know why?
research for them.
And you know why LSD is so heavily shitted on, so heavily shunned, so heavily controlled? Because you can't control somebody on LSD. In fact, it does the exact opposite. In fact, taking LSD, dude, I've done DMT, salvia, LSD, psilocybin, ketamine. What other psychedelics? I don't know if there's any other psychedelics per se, but psychotropics, Adderall, Concerta, Ritalin, those things. I've done many psychedelics, many mind-altering substances. I can go everywhere I've been with acid alone.
I'll agree with you on that one. Not for my personal experience, but what I've seen with you. Because I've only done acid, shrooms, and what's that? The fucking short one you smoke, not DMT. Salvia.
Yeah.
I actually didn't like salvia.
No, salvia's intense. I can see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I
like it.
didn't fucking like it.
Yeah. And it kind of sucks.
It does.
But yeah, dude, like, I mean, even the DMT realm, like, I've been there through LSD. I didn't know that it was a DMT realm. I didn't, see it in that light just because on acid, dude, that's the fucking boom. And the fact that shit was created on accident, dude. What? Fate, bro? Are we like? I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Like, does free will really exist? Like, that's like, I think that's the biggest illusion.
Maybe, yeah, that's the trap. The trap in the mind.
That's the trap. This idea that you're actually choosing what you're doing.
Like, I'm choosing to smoke this. Am I?
Are you? No.
No?
No, I think it's the situation. You wouldn't be smoking that if we weren't here.
No.
Did you decide to smoke it, or did I decide for you to smoke it?
Or was it already written?
That's what we're here to find out, brother. The Tavistock Institute of I think I read that one already. Yeah, they were creating the breaking point. Interestingly, a progressive exchange of scientific ideas was taking place between England and Germany, most notable in the field of eugenics. The movement devoted to improving the human species through the control of hereditary factors is mating. In mating. My apologies. The nefariously enigmatic union between the two countries was bonded, partly through the Order of the Golden Dawn. Tell me that doesn't sound like an occult. Or a cult. Order of the Golden Dawn. Yeah. A secret... Wait a minute. That's almost saying, like, New World Order. Golden Dawn, like this beautiful idea of a dawn, like a dawning a new day. It's the order of this beautiful day. New World Order. A secret society which consisted of many high-ranking officials in the Nazi Party and British aristocracy. I was saying it right. Aristocracy. Top SS Nazi officer Heinrich Himmler was in charge of a scientific project called Lebensborn, which included selective breeding and adoption of children, a peculiarly large number of twins among them. That's interesting because have you ever heard of like twins and their synchronicity.
Yeah.
You know, like they could be on different sides of the world, and like all of a sudden they're like finishing each other's sentences and shit.
Yeah.
They don't even know it, but it's like time and space doesn't matter. Which is something I actually said this to my brother the other day, because I sent real quick. We're gonna take a little side skirt here, because I want to bring this up. Instagram.
Is it a clip you sent your brother?
It is.
Did you send it to me?
I probably did.
Yeah, you sent a lot to me. Sometimes I gotta catch up. I'm watching like 9 of them in a fucking row. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't send it to him on this one, so I hope I sent it to you. No, it was on my other account.
Shit, hold on. Let me go back to that at the end, though.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to... Why didn't I send it to myself?
What did it have to do with, like...
I'll just send it to us real quick.
Oh, you saved it?
No, but I have it sent to my brother, so I can just
Oh,
look it
through
up here,
normal
go to
messaging?
Yes.
All right, besides that,
Here.
you know what I find funny?
What?
You and I sent the same fucking reel to each other within fucking seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. He's like, I actually sent it first, but then
You
you're
did.
like, dude, I was just trying to send this to you.
Yeah, because I sent it, and then I went to the message because I knew you had sent me something, and then I was like, oh, shit,
Motherfucker.
dude, we sent the same thing.
You want to play that real quick so everyone can catch up, and then we'll get back to what you sent your brother? Cause
Did we send it on here? No, it's... Let me send that one, too. Sorry, guys.
wait, the one we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on here.
No, it
Yeah,
ain't.
it is.
No, it isn't.
Dude, I just saw it.
It was here?
Yeah.
Was it this one?
Go up, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I told you. It was this one.
All right, just...
Because I sent it purposely to the podcast.
We're on so many sidetracks
I
right
know.
now.
Sorry, deal with it.
Okay, first. All right, we'll just cover this
Yeah, just real quick, short.
Shit. Can you imagine if we had these when we were 12?
Even better. We got him
We
over
ain't 40, but I ain't 30. And
Holy
now look at
Santa
this cigar.
Claus. Shit. Can you imagine if we had these when we were 12?
It was great.
Yeah, so I seen it. I sent it to him. And then I I go to our messages because I know I have something he sent me.
And it's the same fucking one.
It's the same fucking thing. All right,
That's great.
real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you. Back to what I was trying to get to. Okay, so I sent this to my brother. And dude, when I first seen this, I was...
Wait, no, you sent this to me. Yeah.
Bro, high school boys honoring the time of teaching with Cacao. This, dude, I'm still getting goosebumps. Dude, so many. There's 200 people here. How many fucking students? This energy, like...
I feel it going through my neck.
Right?
Yeah. It's great.
Think about this. This was recorded. This is not happening right now.
Yeah.
This is happening in the past. Different time. Where, we have no idea. But yet we are feeling that energy regardless.
Mm-hmm.
That energy is...
But I think that's also because we're open-minded. Like, we are open to that.
Right.
We could feel it.
You mean we're woke?
No, we're risen.
Exactly. But, okay, that's what I'm saying, though, is that for other people who don't get it, energy... It's always there. Like, this happened before, it happened somewhere else, but yet you can sit here and feel it. That is proof. That's proof that there's so much more to existence than just what you're seeing and what you're feeling and what you're touching in that
You're
moment.
talking about more than just gasoline getting your fucking gas guzzling fucking vehicle, go to work, make some money
Right.
for your boss, which you're not even making your own money. Yeah, you're getting a paycheck, but just barely enough to fucking live and go
Right.
back
You're-
home to fucking
right.
shitty household because you're not happy in life and you're not going to do anything about it.
And your boss is never going to pay you enough to live on the same street as them.
Oh,
So it's like, yeah.
you can't
what do
even be on close to that neighborhood.
Nah. So what I'm saying is, it's like, I said it to him. I'm like, dude, isn't that so spectacular that like we can feel that? Like, yeah, we get to see it. Thankfully for technology.
Yeah, we can see it, but we feel even a portion of it. Could you imagine being there?
I
think that's why we feel it, because we can. We're not going to get the full energy not being there, but like we are putting ourselves either in that crowd or even to stand on the podium to feel like his accomplishment and what he did in his life and all those people he brought there.
He has to be in tears.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fucking crying.
Dude, if that was me, I would be doing it with him. I want to learn this. I really do. Dude, like, The Rock.
Yeah.
He says, "Do you feel the mana?" Mana. Like, mana is their language, their word for energy.
Mm-hmm.
And like even Diablo, like the game. You don't have like the mage and shit. They don't have magical energy. They have mana. You know what I mean? Mana is a very rooted word, and it's like, I mean, everything they're doing with their body. Like, look, they're pushing it out, and they're bringing it in, they're pushing it out. Everything they're doing is there's this jolt to it, and like just doing that, just fucking doing that. Like, I can feel that energy.
Yeah, but also like
me.
how synced they are.
Yes. Like this dance, this haka.
Bro, they're ready to fucking release a spirit bomb.
Yes, dude. Yes, and I feel it just fucking watching it. My God, dude, that's thousands, or that's at least hundreds of years of humans being together and creating energy and surviving and just fucking overcoming everything, dude. And they're just putting it out in this fucking earth-shaking dance, bro. It's gorgeous, dude. That is fucking, like, that is the epitome of what it is to be alive.
To live.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't fucking need anything.
Exactly.
Except water and food. But guess what? We have it.
Yeah, it's here.
Y'all can make it on your own. You don't need to go buy it at a grocery store. But again, it's hard work.
Yeah. And it's not. Yeah, look, my comment. I love how it's the top comment. I've been getting that a lot lately, actually.
Or is it because it's still on your profile?
No, I'm on Unirrelevant.
Which you're still connected to.
No, it's not. It's a different page. It's a different page. It's not the same page. If I were to log into yours right now, and you open it up on your phone, see what the top comment is.
Opening.
Oh, but you're a part of it too. I'm pretty sure Instagram knows you're a part of this podcast. So, maybe they know you're my good friend, and maybe they'll show you.
Let's go to comments. Okay, yeah, it's still there.
Fuck yeah. Top comment, baby.
1 day ago. 2 days. Yeah. Maybe you're just the...
Oh, I'm the last one to comment on this?
Yeah, a day ago.
You're fucking crazy.
Everything else is 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. Yours is 1 day, 2 day, 2 day, 2 day.
All right, maybe nobody else has seen this video then. Fine.
2 day, 2 day.
Okay. Jesus. So, why did I skirt to this? The energy. Oh, yes, energy transpiring. Time, space, none of that matters. It literally doesn't matter. It's like, I'm in America. Someone is in the opposite end of the world. Okay? They can watch this video and have the exact same energy that I'm having. Opposite ends of the world. And this could be 20 fucking years from now. Time doesn't matter. Space.
That's why girls get so emotional in movies.
space between molecules. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Did you know molecules never even come in contact with each other?
Yeah.
But yet here we are, solid.
Or is it?
No, because my hand should just pass right through it, but it doesn't. It's because my fucking things are different than these things and the composition of it all, and I don't fucking know. Do I seem like an astrophysicist? I say it didn't make sense because astrophysicists deal with stars.
But they'll still probably know a little more about molecules.
Holy shit, we're not plugged in.
What died?
Nothing.
What was gonna die?
Laptop almost died. Damn.
We need the energy.
I'm like, why is my screen black? Oh man, dude, I'm like hot and shit now. Dude, I feel that, bro. I feel that shit. And then you wonder why. Why is The Rock the #1 followed person in the world? I think it's that.
He's trying to
He's
share the energy.
He grew up. Like that is his tradition. This sharing the energy. You know what I mean? That's his whole, you know what I mean, growing up in his family, that's what they taught him. You know what I mean? That's what was passed down, and now here he is, you know, dude, they called him the most electrifying superstar in WWE. He was the most electrifying superstar.
All right, yeah.
What are we? We're electrical beings. We feed off of electricity. He was the most electric because he would come in there and just, you know, like you felt his energy all the time. And even now, like when he's doing his workout shit and he's chill and he's just sitting there and he's like, have some Terramana. Like even though he's being chill, he has created this energy around him that is just it's irrefutable. You can't not feel it being around him.
But only if you're risen.
No. He's the most followed person in the world, dude.
Okay,
It's gone. It's beyond.
But for those people that
woke.
are following him, can feel it.
It doesn't mean they're all woke.
We're not talking about woke.
What are you talking about?
Risen.
Okay, that doesn't mean they're risen just because they follow The Rock. There's a lot of people who love The Rock who aren't even aware of what mana is or the energy.
Okay, so then
But they still feel it because he has made himself.
So then they're feeling something they don't know yet.
Right.
Okay.
Which is 90% of Americans. They're being guided by media. They're being guided by The Rock. They're being guided by this energy. They don't know what it is, but they're still
Bitch,
being
you're
guided.
in front of the fucking door. Just open it.
Yes. Something I've been trying to get across to Taylor is that, you know, it's like you can have all these ideas in your mind. But all these ideas are just doorways. They're just doorways. You can marry that idea and walk the door closed. Stay in that room.
That's not good. No. That's not good.
Or you can open that door. You can see the next room. But then you have to immediately realize, oh, shit,
Like, for
there's a
anyone to
door.
take anything from it's me right now, because I'm fucking a wreck. You don't want to stay in that fucking door. In that room.
No matter what, there's always another doorway.
Yeah.
Always. Like, that's the one thing that is really scary when you picture the infinitude. Scary as fuck. Because you can never learn enough. It's like, you know, some people believe that, like, reincarnation, right?
Yeah.
And reincarnation is like if you do good, then you're gonna rise to that next being. If you do bad, you're gonna be reborn as a frog. Well, if you're a human, what's up from here? Like if you live the best life, do you become a dolphin? Do you become a fifth dimensional being that's not bound by a body, that's bound by time? Do you become this ethereal, infinite train of all the knowledge to the point to where having knowledge doesn't even matter because you're just experiencing? What is it?
A fly.
A fly.
Fly.
You know, a fly, that might be real. You know, flies only live 24 hours.
Yep.
But then some people, actually a lot of people who believe in reincarnation would say a fly is like the bottom you could be.
Yeah.
Because it only lives 24 hours.
But that's also only if you believe in time and space. We only
So many
know
circles.
with us labeling time and on how it fucking goes, we only label flies live 24 hours.
Is time linear, though? Like, you know, you wake up today, you have lunch, and then you have dinner, and then you go to sleep, and you wake up tomorrow. Is time linear? Because I just had a full body experience, and I know it's going to translate. I just had a full body experience on something I don't even know when it happened. I don't even know where it happened. I don't even know who that teacher was.
No. We don't know jack shit except the amount of energy that was being fucking created.
So all it takes is us just to know that it actually happened. That's all it takes is for me to believe that that actually happened. That's it. It's the power of belief. If that video was right there, if that video wasn't there,
So that's how religion does it.
yes, it's the power of belief.
Create their cults.
Exactly. Because think about this. If we didn't have that video, right? But if Eric was sitting here and he was telling us the story, and let's say he was Stephen fucking Hawking's or not Stephen Hawking's. Say he was who wrote It and all that. It's like
Stephen King?
Thank you, Stephen King.
Wow, I knew somebody
Incredible.
He did it. Woo! I'll take that
Well,
one.
Hey, I knew him.
Yeah, I know.
So Stephen King, right? He can paint a fucking incredible picture. Well, what if Eric was in here and he was trying to paint this picture for us? We weren't actually there, so there's probably some part of us is like, oh man, you're telling an amazing story. I really wish I was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's where it would end. Would we get that full that? Would my
Well, I don't know.
skin-
When I tell you a story, you tell me I painted too much. So you got to leave. There's that happy medium where you want to leave people a little extra questions and
a
stuff.
little something to fill in the blank. Yeah, right. What I'm getting at is, though, if he were to paint the story perfectly and make it entertaining and tell the story, if he were to be like, hey, I was a part of this class, and or maybe he was just a chaperone. Who fucking knows why he was there? But I was there, and there was this teacher being honored by 300 kids, and they all started dancing in unison and shouting, and this chant, like you'd get it, you'd understand it, you'd get a good feeling from it. But
As long as he passed on the energy, I think. Because
right,
people
he would
could
have
still tell you the story with words, but
Yeah.
not have the energy.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So if he still told a story with the energy behind it, because he was there, he felt the energy, he helped create it, and he brought it here to spread it.
Right. We would feel some of it,
Yeah.
for sure. But would it be like seeing the video? No.
No, it would be a different
There's
type
no
of
way.
energy.
It'd be a different sense of the same energy. I don't think it'd be a different energy. It's the same energy. It would just be a different, like a different iteration of it. But what was my original point? Why was I going into this? So, believing. To like truly
Believe in something?
To truly accept something, like to truly feel something, you have to believe it. And to believe it, is that just making it up in your mind? Is that like when you believe something, are you consciously saying like, yeah, that's real? Or is that a feeling?
I think it's a feeling.
It's like we're watching this video, and because I can watch the video, I can know that this actually happened. But then, with technology, it's like, oh, I can watch a video, and I don't know if that actually happened.
I think it's a feeling because back in like the early 2000s, there was a video going around about the FEMA camps. They're here, it's going to start a new Holocaust and this and that. They had all the plastic fucking...
that same photo went around saying it was COVID camps?
Yes.
Yeah.
But back then, when I was young and dumb...
Yeah, okay.
I felt it, so I believed it.
Right.
10 years later, saw something else similar, basically the same thing, and it changed my feeling about it.
So what is it?
That would make you feel?
Is it just is it because that you've learned more? You've experienced more since then?
Yes.
Like, what changes that belief? Like, what?
I think it's the experience.
Exactly
because just like how everything in our head is already there, but they're blanks. What's that word? Receptacles?
Receptors?
Yeah. They're all there, but they're blank as we're born. And it's for us to go through an experience through this trip of life to fill in those blanks. But there are some that are going to reoccur. We're going to have multiple experiences, yes, thank you, of almost the same thing. But each one can still help change the development on how you feel with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we can easily go into the drugs.
Okay.
So,
I'm with you.
You take a drug once, you like it.
Mm-hmm.
How you keep taking it will still change how it makes you feel.
Right, like doing acid. You can do the same batch of acid. You can do the same amount of doses each time, but yet every experience you have is entirely different from the last.
Yeah, and it's gonna change.
Mm-hmm. Everything's infinite. That's what I was saying. Like, that's what's scary about seeing the infinitude, is that no matter what, you're never gonna have the answer. You're never gonna have the answer because every answer unlocks more questions. No matter what, that doesn't end.
How do scientists sleep then?
A lot of scientists lose their minds.
That I could see.
It's very true. And, it's really fucking scary that, like, when you look... Remember that movie, Shutter Island? Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Where he's, like... To him, he's this...
Didn't he go to an island?
He's a detective. Yep,
yeah.
He goes to an island, and it turns out he's the patient.
Yeah.
Bro, that movie, I watched it on acid. Fuck. Dude. You create your reality to an extent. It's like you can be a full-blown fucking schizo. And you could be, this guy, he was a schizo. He was fucking fully distracted from this terrible pain that he went through at one point in life. And yet, to come out of that, he became a U.S. Marshal, an upstanding person who was given the authority over anyone else by the U.S. government. He was given the authority to do what he needed to find the justice in his mind. He created that to get over the pain of, his wife killing his kids and herself. Or no, he kills his wife because she killed the kids. But still, like... Oh, I forget what I was getting at. Why did I bring up Shutter Island? Fuck, I didn't even smoke weed yet. This is just what happens when you know so much. That's what I'm saying. The infinitude of the fucking universe. It's scary as fuck. Because it can just go on and, like, you can... Just don't get married. That's all I'm saying. Just don't get married to anything. Because there's going to... Any idea.
You can get married to a person.
Sure. But, you, like... Any idea?
Yeah, but you can't get married to an idea because then you're going to get locked in. You're basically closing off your mind right there.
Right.
Yeah.
So much.
So then at that point, you're kind of just stunning your own happiness in life. Because if that's like, all right, you might be happy in that moment. So you marry the idea. Because for some reason you think it's going to last or you believe it's going to last.
You feel inside that idea is right.
Yeah, it may happen. Month, 2, 3, 6 months. But it's not going to last.
Right. You know, and that's why they say, when I was younger, I was always heard, don't get a tattoo until you're of age. You want to wait until you're... My dad used to tell me, wait till I was in my 30s to get a tattoo. Because your brain doesn't stop developing till you're around 30. And then around there, you can really start to decide what you want to do.
Yeah, because your 20s is really the final...
Fucking party, boy.
The final timeline of figuring out who you are.
Time to get fucked up!
You still don't have to marry ideas in your 20s, but you're really breaking down how...
The 20s is a time to suck it all in. It's when your brain is still a sponge.
Yes.
And then around 30, your brain starts to solidify a bit in its beliefs and what it's experienced in that past 15 to 20 years. You're like, man, I've been on this earth. I can remember 20 years of shit. And then you start to think like you're going through right now. You start to think like, I don't know exactly what you're thinking. I'm just saying, like, getting to that age when you can look back on all your fucking memories. You can pick and choose. You
have a
what
better
was the best for
a
you.
better understanding of picking and choosing.
Right, of what you want to be, how it's going to go. Growth. Anybody who's in their 40s and they're looking at this and laughing. Like, yeah, I remember those days. I was dumb as fuck. And for those of us in this time, you might be the smartest fucking person you know. And I feel bad for you if you are. You might have wild ideas. Ideas that are gifted to you from the muse, whatever. Like I'm telling myself all the time. I feel like I'm beyond anybody else at the age of 27. And my ego is always feeding me with this shit, It's like, you're actually really smart. You should talk on a podcast. And then I'm in this podcast, and it's like, everybody in the world can judge this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a freedom to me, because it might give me information or a perspective that I wasn't able to come across on my own.
It could point a different direction to another door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, I'm totally okay with what I just said. I'm totally okay with sometimes thinking, damn it, I'm on the same fucking wavelength as Joe Rogan. Like, this guy is the most listened to fucking guy in the world, and yet he's having ideas. I have the same fucking ideas. If I were to have a conversation with him, dude, we would go back and forth for fucking hours, bro. Like,
You'd break a new fucking...
Oh, bro, the shit. Well, that's also because I've been talking to him. Like, Aunt and I was talking about this earlier. Maybe last week. It was like, once, like, listening to a podcast or listening to the same person day in and day out for over a year. At first, you're like, wow, this person, we have similar ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we think the same way. So then you become attached. You become bonded to that person, right? And then over a period of time. Like we said, we were literally in sync with Rogan.
There's been a couple times.
We were talking about stuff, and then we'd hear the podcast, and he was talking about it. And we know, wait, he recorded that yesterday. Holy shit. We were talking about that yesterday. We were talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's recorded on the podcast. Fucking find it. Go through all last 48 episodes. You'll find this shit multiple times.
Yeah.
And then
at least 2.
So now I'm at the point, well, 2 that we brought it up.
Yeah.
But now I'm at the point where it's like, I don't know what he's going to talk about. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about it before he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's only because I'm an observer. I am gifted. It's a gift. It's a luxury to be an observer of Rogan. He's the first one to do what he's doing. Think about this. Like, he can look back on Pryor. He can look back on all the great stand-ups. He is a great stand-up, but he has people to look back on. Let's look at movie stars, or like you can look at late night stand-up or late night talk show hosts. Jimmy Fallon, he looks up to David Letterman, Jay Leno. And David Letterman looks up to fucking Carson. You know what I mean? Like we always stand on the backs of giants. In this field, in this industry, the one that I truly want to be in, where we express and communicate and share the energy inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing on the back of Rogan, and Rogan just started. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say he just started.
No, he didn't. But like, as far as being recognized for what he's doing, that just started last year. Last year, he got total recognition.
Yes.
Before last year, CNN wasn't talking about
but even
him.
Before last year, he still had high numbers.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah. Of course he did. Of course he did.
And he's been doing, what now, 20, 25, 30?
Oh, you talking about
his podcast?
Comedy?
No, his podcast. When did it start again?
About 10 years ago. 13 years ago, I think.
Look it up real quick. I don't know if I got too much.
I'm pretty sure it started 2009.
But like how you're saying, like, he was the piggyback of his time. He's in his 50s.
What I'm saying is, bro, 2009, I was correct.
Okay.
13 years. Come on, I know this shit. That's what I'm saying. I am studying the greats before me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's not been many experiences in life where a guy can like, well, actually they all do, don't they? Holy shit. So I was just thinking to myself, like, oh, you don't get to experience the great while they're the great to make you the next great. It's like like Floyd Mayweather, he wasn't boxing when Rogan was, or when Muhammad Ali was boxing, but he can watch all the videos. He watched all the videos that got him. But then again, it's like most people are alive when the great is there. Like, because think about it, if Rogan wasn't alive when Carlin and Pryor were doing shit, they wouldn't be an influence. He was alive seeing them as a young age, and that's what influenced him. I'm alive doing this, seeing him at a young age, and that's what's influencing me.
All right,
so
wait, let me ask you a question then. When you started listening to him, was that when you really felt like you wanted to do this? Or did you feel that even before listening to him?
I knew that I wanted to podcast. I didn't know what a podcast was. I knew I wanted... All right, so let's get to the origin of it. My whole life, my mom, her only way, her best way of showing me affection was just telling me, like, you're going to be a star. Like, you're going to be...
I can see most mothers would tell their son that.
Right. Well, I was her miracle baby.
Mm-hmm.
I almost died. She almost died. I mean, I should have been dead. And I probably was. Collapsed lungs, fucking no oxygen to the brain.
Yeah,
for a period of time. Dude, that shouldn't even happen.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even be fully aware.
Yes, your father shared his.
So, oh yeah, I was fucking full of infection. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be here, based off of how that transpired. So she always told me, she was like, I was always animated. I was always wanting to be the funny person, the center of the room. I was,
Class clown.
When women were around, I was a sweetheart. Like all the older ladies, oh, he's so cute. You know what I mean? Goddamn, girl, you got a handful. You know what I mean? They'd always tell my mom, you gotta have your hands full. Like I was a Mac as a kid. And even as I started to actually use my dick, I was a Mac, bro. It was hard for like, if you didn't find me attractive, which whatever.
Nah, son, you ugly.
I would attract bitches just by the way I could talk to them. You know what I mean? And that's not the point that I'm getting. I'm just saying that, like, I was always very, I was always told, like, oh, you're handsome, you're cute, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna, like, my ego was inflated a lot.
Yeah.
So that made me think like, oh, I should be famous, I should be an influencer, right? And then as I started to do psychedelics, I realized that I have a fucking obligation. I have something that a lot of people don't have, and that doesn't make me better. That gives me a responsibility as a human. And once I realized that I have this gift and that I'm supposed to put it back out into the world, I've always wanted to just fucking do that. Just put it out there. Whether it was through my community.
Could you roughly pinpoint, like, when you had that understanding thought?
I want to say...
It could be like high teens, mid-teens, early 20s.
I think I was... Actually, I know exactly when. I was 19, and I was incarcerated. And so this might be hard to hear for some people. I spent 109 days in solitary confinement. That 109 days was the most intense psychedelic experience I've ever had in my life. Just put it that way. It was the most peaceful time in my entire life. It was the most... I mean, it was
probably very rough in the beginning.
It was hard. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hands down. Being alone with myself. With the only thing I seen was a pair of hands 3 times.
Yeah, they don't let you shower or shit, right?
No. So out of 7 days, you're supposed to get 45 minutes.
Okay.
Of rec time. So that's usually half an hour, 15 minutes each shower. Because you're the only one out at that time, mm-hmm. So like you can actually enjoy a shower. And when you don't shower but twice a week, you want to spend 15 minutes showering, even if it's just a fucking super hot jet, like a messed up, like imagine a pressure washing tip that was kind of messed up.
It's kind of messed up. Whatever, you're gonna fucking love it.
Yeah. So I'd do that, and then I'd spend the other 15 minutes, which was broken up. Usually it was broken up into twice a week. So it's about 7 minutes each I'd spend on the phone. So twice a week, 7 minutes on the phone, 15-minute shower. But there's no guards. Because being in solitary confinement, my schedule, I was out, my rec time was like 11 to 11:30. So...
A.M., right? Or
No,
P.M.?
PM.
Oh.
Yeah, when everyone else is away, completely locked down. So yeah. And then what were we getting at? The solitary confinement. Ask me a question.
When you were finally 19, to fully understanding
getting back to
what you wanted to do.
Well, yeah, how I wanted to help people.
Yeah.
Well, even as a kid, though, you know, there's a lot of stuff. Because, like, I remember even telling my therapist, like, I wanted to help people, you know, because I grew up in hell, dude. Like, I felt like
That I
nobody
can
wanted
imagine
me.
because I've seen it.
I felt like nobody wanted me. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was entirely alone. I felt like that no matter what I did to try to be good, to try to make people smile and laugh, it was never enough.
You felt you had to fight to survive at such a young age.
Well, yeah, that too. But, like, I'm just trying to focus on what got me into wanting to help people. So yeah, it was mainly that, the fact that, like, I couldn't make the two people in the world that only mattered happy, my mom and my dad, no matter what. And now that I'm older, obviously, I can tell they had their own shit.
Yeah.
But being a child, you didn't know that. And it wasn't until I was a parent that I knew that. So it's like, I'm not blaming anybody or anything. I'm just saying that, like, I had to experience it to learn it. So I remember telling, like, my therapist and stuff, like, what was it? There was a Tom Cruise movie. I used to love Tom Cruise as a kid. And I seen some movie where maybe it was World at War or something. No, because that one it was a movie where he was trying to help a whole group of people, and, like, everybody started following him. I really can't remember what movie it was. Maybe it wasn't even Tom Cruise. Maybe I'm just associating that with him because I liked him as a character back then.
Wasn't The Last Samurai, was it?
Yes. My dude, thank you. So,
That movie hits fucking hard.
yeah. Yes, it does. So I remember telling her, like, I wanted to, you know, use what I had gone through to help people. And I was probably like 7, 8 years old back then. So, like, throughout my whole life, I've wanted to help people. But it wasn't until I was able to be aware of the ego, you know, and I wasn't aware of the ego until I was forced to spend over 3 months with just it.
Mm-hmm.
Where then I was like, holy shit, this is actually my mind. It's not somebody else up there controlling it. Like, I used to tell myself, like, oh, everything just happens to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just in this circle of shit. You know, my dad used to say, we're all cursed. The Tarians are cursed. So I used to think that there was something else out there.
Yeah, but that's a
Controlling.
mind thought where it's going to make you start blaming things and others.
Right.
Like, the one thing...
Right, that's what the ego
The one
is.
thing my dad did teach me... Well, actually, I can't say the one thing. My dad taught me a lot. I'm very fortunate for how I grew up.
Yeah.
The older I get, the more I am really grateful for it, even though I don't want to say I blame a lot, but I do compare it a little bit. But
You got an
a
incredible
number one thing that was top in his teaching is the sooner you turn the finger on yourself to blame things in your life, the easier it is to get through life. Like, you can't blame people. You can't blame objects. Occasionally you can blame an object. You get a flat tire on the highway, all right, it's the fucking nail or whatever. But an actual problem in your life or when you're not fucking happy, it's no one around you. It's you.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's like that it's like if 10 people call you an asshole, dude, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? You're probably an asshole.
You're probably. Only probably. But again,
but
those
I'm
10 people around you, maybe they shouldn't even be in your circle.
So, okay. So, let's take it a different way. I'm just trying to solidify your point,
Okay.
by the way. You said, "Oh yeah." What are you, fucking Amber Heard's lawyer? Objecting yourself?
No, if you're going to believe those 10 people, if they're calling you an asshole. No, I'm gonna listen to your perspective. If you're gonna be willing to listen to those 10 people, if they have the same thing.
So okay. So what I'm getting at is like, no matter what, you cannot control what somebody else does.
No,
Correct?
no.
You might think you have influence, and you might think that you guys are so tight. Whatever it is, you can only lead the horse to the water. You can never make that horse physically drink from it. And with life, the only thing you can control, and even this is debatable, is yourself. And then this idea here, for those who are trying to rise, this is very low level stuff. When you accept that, you can't control anyone else, you can only control what you do. This will help you. This realization will help you with peer-to-peer interaction. This idea will not help you with yourself, in a sense. Because later on, you'll realize, what I've come to realize is like, which I haven't even fully realized it, but I'm starting to get pieces. If like, this free will, and this idea that I'm the only one who controls it. It's like, yeah, I'm the voice up here, sure, and that's my source of consciousness. But this source of consciousness that I am is actually infinite. It's not me at all. I'm just like a fucking fraction. I'm just and that's where it's tough for me to really find out what it is that I am.
Yeah, but you're still that fraction that can help break down decisions, make decisions for yourself.
Right. Is it though?
Or what's around you?
Is it, or is it like? Is it really just that? You're trying to. Is it very primal? You know what I mean?
Okay, going back to
because like, where do thoughts come from?
Ooh. Where do thoughts come from?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would say your conscience.
But that's just a term for your thoughts.
Yeah.
So.
Just like we have a term for time.
Hold on. No. Well, no. Time is measurable. So, thoughts. I'm saying, where do they come from? When you're watching a movie, and then all of a sudden, you're like, it's fucking popcorn, or like all of a sudden you're like, you're into a movie, right? Really into a movie. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been really into a movie, if just mindless, if like you're driving and then all of a sudden you're fucking 20 miles later, what brought you back? How did you disappear for those 20 minutes? What is that? Where is that gap of thought? Because all of a sudden you're having thoughts in your head again. What is that? How do you go from being entirely just into something, and then you have, oh shit, the insurance is due, or you're just laying in bed and you're trying to read a book, or whatever it is. You're doing something, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about something in your head. You didn't intend to think about it. You just started thinking about it.
Yeah, but how many thoughts go through?
They're constant. Right?
Yeah, but
are yours constant?
But there's a separation between the thoughts we catch and the thoughts that just go. I can't break down the terminology on that, but we're constantly still thinking of thoughts. But there's only still a percentage we can think of and remember.
Where is that coming from? Because if you were to ask anybody,
what if it's just the neurons fucking firing in our brain? We don't still know what they are, but they're the thoughts. They're the thoughts of the collection from what we've fucking experienced in this fucking trip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But again, so what I'm gonna also get back to is like, all right, you can lead the horse to the water. You can't make it drink. But if the horse sees you drink the water, it may drink the water.
because you're influencing it. You're showing it what the water is,
Yeah.
that it's good for you. Yeah.
But that's a thought that's going to go through that horse.
The thought will then be, oh, that person is drinking from the water. It's first going to be an observation,
Mm-hmm.
which that is definitely our brain working. But then what is that? Well, I wonder what'll happen if I drink that water. Or it doesn't know what it is. I wonder what'll happen if I do that. Because it doesn't know what drinking is. It doesn't know what water is at this point.
And it could still wait a half a day.
I wonder what happens if I put that in this thing that goes. What is that? Where does that come from? Like, cause I'm telling you, bro. If I could just shut off my train of thought for a while, you're telling me you wouldn't. You're telling me you wouldn't love the freedom in your own mind to just.
Isn't that what dreaming's for? And sleep?
No, that's what psychedelics are for.
To shut off the mind?
To allow yourself the freedom to surf. The freedom to
Yeah, I would
pick
agree
and
to
choose.
have the freedom to surf, but not to shut off.
But if you're, that's what I guess you're not getting
No.
it. You just said yourself that you're constantly having these thoughts, and they might just be back here coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you shut that off? You, the one up here, the one in the front. This is your brain.
Yep.
You're fully aware of all the philosophies and all the fucking deep shit,
I'm
right?
aware
The
of what I've
psychiatry.
been through, seen.
Okay, just
Yeah.
so you're aware that this voice is back here just beep, 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 beep. Why can't you, the observer who is aware of this, say, hey, why don't you stop it?
Maybe we don't have free will.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. And if all of these things are happening back here, you just said the influence. You are right there. You're right there.
Mm-hmm.
The influence of me drinking the water, right? Say the horse is here. You're the horse, and the influence is these trains of thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
How much of you is real? How much of you is these trains of thoughts? If that's the only thing influencing you, if not the only thing, but if that's your influence,
Yeah, but feeling
How much of
yourself
this
being
is-
real, I think, is
I'm not saying
feeling.
real. I'm just saying that, like, maybe we're talking about do we have free will? Not if we're real. But I guess if you don't have free will, you're not real, are you?
yeah. And at that point, we're just a program, or just,
We're just inert objects floating through space.
you know what? Rick might be onto something.
Is that, but see, how far does that take you away from Mother? How far does that take you away from God? See, that's what's so odd about this ability to think. Is that the yin and yang? Is yin the light of being loved and full with God, and then the yin or the yang just being the darkness or the total know of all of, like, this is pointless? And then what if it is totally pointless? But yet somewhere in the middle there's like this perfect balance of, like, yeah, it's totally pointless, but yet it's all okay because
We're all gonna die.
it's all infinite anyway.
It could be pointless in the eyes of one who doesn't want to live. Not just like working at a bullshit job, but
No. Even Why do you think scientists, a lot of them end up in this like simulation theory and like, dude, if we really are, dude, if there are black holes out there, if our sun is able to just blast a fucking solar ray that literally right now would disintegrate us,
or even wipe out or
dude,
fucking...
none of it would matter. Nothing would fucking matter.
Nope, I think it still would.
I don't think so.
What has happened mattered. It's not going to matter in the future.
Because of yin and yang.
The times we've had.
If it wasn't okay to die, we wouldn't die. Does that make sense?
If it wasn't okay to die,
we wouldn't die. Yeah.
If it wasn't okay to die,
mm-hmm.
then it wouldn't be okay to live.
What do you mean? You'd still be okay to live. What? No, the whole point is to live and die. The whole point is to... It's okay to die.
Yes.
That's why we die.
Yeah. But if it wasn't okay to die...
It's okay to die because it's all infinite. Like there's... I guess that's hard for you to grasp. Like, man.
Wait, hard for me? So I'm not seeing what you're trying to say.
I don't think you are.
Okay. Break it down a different way.
I'm trying. It's like, to say that it's all, like it all could shut off in a second, right?
Yeah.
Like that's on one side of the spectrum. Scientists, like that's how they see it as, it doesn't matter. That's the yang. It doesn't matter, right? You're going to live, you're going to fucking die. Right? And then there's the yang,
which they most care about,
which is like you need to live the best life so that you can die and when you die you can spend eternity with Mother or with God. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's the religion and then there's the science.
Mm-hmm.
And forever they've been battling.
Yes.
The yin and yang. Along the center of that is
the snake.
Infinity. Because they're both equally correct. It's all just information for us. When you realize...
But what do we do with that information? We think. We have thoughts.
But how much of those thoughts are yours? Or how much... Like
depends on how much you believe.
It's all our DNA, right? We just have to go through these experiences to unlock it.
Mm-hmm. Fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks.
Because our blanks are going to be different.
Is that your free will or is that your DNA? Because again,
maybe that's the yin and yang.
You just said here that you're up here and there's this all constant consciousness stream of thoughts that you can't shut off.
Well, no, because then you're going to stop breathing. Breathing? Yes, it breaks down to the thought of breathing.
No, that's
blinking.
You don't think about breathing. That's a muscle.
No, you still do.
Bro, that's neurological.
You still do.
You do not think about that.
Look it up.
Oh my God. You really want me to do this to you on the podcast? Yep. Bro, there's a whole system in our body. I can't
Yes, there is.
Do we have to think?
I don't think you have to have. Just do we think about breathing?
Why don't I have to think about breathing? Okay, if you ever gone for a run, you probably know the feeling of exhaustion that comes with trying to catch your breath. Maybe your nostrils. Okay, your body breathes. All right. The way your body knows how much to breathe has a lot to do with you breathe in the first place. When you inhale, you take in oxygen, which your body needs in order to produce energy. The process creating the energy leaves behind a gas called carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide production is like the way a car running on gasoline. Your brain is constantly monitoring the balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide. If there's too much waste product building up, it tells your body to breathe faster to bring in more oxygen. This is why when you go for a run, you breathe heavier. The part of your brain responsible for controlling this balance is called the medulla oblongata. It's located near the bottom of the brain, near your spinal cord, and it controls involuntary function. Thank you. Involuntary.
Yes.
Which are the things your body does to survive that you
cannot control.
Cannot control. That includes vomiting, blood pressure, and heartbeats. Breathing gets controlled inside the medulla's respiratory center, which houses receptors that detect when levels of carbon dioxide are too high in the blood. All this happens automatically, so that even when you are sleeping, the muscles responsible for inhaling and exhaling still operate without you controlling them.
But we're not talking about controlling thoughts.
You just said you have that thoughts tell your body to breathe. No, they don't. That's your body. Your thoughts, your consciousness is separate from the body.
But what about the thoughts that we don't catch? We don't catch every thought that goes in our head.
You don't hear all the thoughts in your head? What?
We don't catch all the thoughts in our head.
What do you mean by that?
There are millions of thoughts that go through our head. I think it's thousands. Try to look it up. Could be butchering this.
There's a lot of thoughts that you don't feed into, for sure. But I mean, I still hear everything that's going on in my mind.
No, I don't think you do.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's being asleep. If you really if you're a passenger in your own mind, you're totally asleep. I'm driving. You know the song Drive? That's me.
What song, Drive?
By Incubus.
Okay, yeah, I know that song. Yeah, I need to play it. Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You're sleeping.
Yeah, but you always want me to understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying.
No, you don't.
I just figured it out.
No.
Yeah, you're coming from a sleep person's perspective.
Just fucking Google, do you have thoughts without catching them? Something along that line.
Okay.
I will fucking vouch that I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan has talked to somebody on this topic.
I'm sure if you're not aware of your mind that this happens.
It's not being aware of your mind.
Do you have thoughts? What did you say? Do you have thoughts? Do you have thoughts that you... I'm scared to even type this in. Do you have thoughts that you can't hear?
No.
What's your question?
That's a poor way of saying it.
What's your question? Ask the question and I'll type it in.
Do we catch every thought in our mind?
Catch. I have to say it that way.
You want me to ask a question?
Do we catch every...
Do you want to replace catch with
in our mind?
Understand or...
How do I take every thought captive? 2 Corinthians. Take every thought captive. Strong faith family. How to control your thoughts and be the master of your mind. 7 verses about the power of your thoughts. Do we perceive? Because perceive, my friend, means to be aware. Does God know my every thought? Thought seeds. Why every thought matters. How we perceive the world. How do I take every thought captive?
Wait, go. How many thoughts does your mind think in 1 hour?
Okay. Do you know how many thoughts your mind thinks each hour of the day? Experts estimate that our mind thinks between 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day. That's an average of 2,500 and 3,300 thoughts per hour. That's incredible. Other experts estimate a smaller number of 50,000 thoughts per day, which means about 2,100 thoughts per hour. This, too, is a great number of thoughts. This tells me these people, 2,100 thoughts per hour, are of lo-fi frequency. That means low frequency. These people who go up into these numbers, these people are more energetic, high frequency beings. Okay, because we're all electric systems. Your brain, everything is being fired.
I'm already breaking down my own theory because I have 25 to 33. Okay, that's very easy.
The many thoughts you think every day. Did you notice what kind of thoughts do you think? If you pay attention to these thoughts, you would be amazed to discover that most of them are useless, unimportant thoughts that pass through the mind with huge speed. These are words you repeat in your mind, comments that mind makes, repeating what you heard, said, questions, answers, and a lot of senseless wandering thoughts that you might not even be aware of. You might not believe that you think these huge quantities of thoughts, but if you have experience with meditation, you would have proof of the great number of thoughts passing through your mind. Just like I was saying, I am aware of all of them. It's just like being a very busy train station or airport terminal where a great number of people come and go. You also get proof of the endless stream of thoughts when you try to study, solve a problem, or make a plan. Suddenly, you become aware of the many irrelevant thoughts claiming for your attention. The mind is like a butterfly that flies from one flower to another, never standing still. In normal daily life, you might not always be aware of this endless thinking. Most of the thinking is an automatic process, a mental habit. It is only when you need to focus on some particular thing that you become aware of many thoughts that keep distracting your focus and attracting your attention. This stream of thought goes on when you dress up, eat, walk, work, drive, talk, shower, or have a bath. It goes on when you're alone and when you are in company. It goes on until you fall asleep. It is like a constant mental noise that goes on and on and on. I have written about the mental noise, as well as how to calm this mental noise. Sometimes this endless flow of thoughts is tiring and exhausting, especially when you are anxious and worried. Sometimes, in order to draw the attention away from these thoughts, people drink, take drugs, or engage themselves in hobbies or in various activities. But this isn't the right solution. Just think of how much energy and time you could have saved if you reduced the number of your thoughts. Just think of how much better focus you could process if thoughts did not bother you. Just think how much inner peace, calmness, and happiness you would have enjoyed if there was a way to stop all these thoughts.
Here we are rising.
Yes. Let me ask you, do you keep the engine of your car running after arriving at your destination? You certainly switch the engine off. So why not do so with your mind? Bro, this guy is literally talking my language here. You know what I'm saying? I have written about this constant stream of thoughts in many articles, how to stop the mental noise. I want to know who this guy is. This goes on about the author, Ramez Sasson. Oh, let me hit this guy up. I am the author of Creator of Success Consciousness. I should hit this guy up. Hey, man, you want to come on the podcast? 159 followers? I bet you he would. Aw, look at his cute little page. Make your dreams come true through the law of attraction. One must maintain a little bit of summer even in the middle of winter. He's cute. Not he. I'm just saying the page. The page is cute. I like the how to manifest money through visualization. All right.
Every thought. Wait, go back up.
What?
Every thought we think is creating our future.
Bam. Come on now, son. So, you want to rewind a bit and go back to where we were before I looked that up?
Or maybe I'll just admit I just got too much on my mind.
It's not that you got too much on your mind. It's that you might have... You just got to be more aware that you're in the driver's seat, dude. It's okay. These thoughts, it's fine.
Then I'm in Boston right now.
It's fine to have the thoughts.
Then I'm in Boston.
It's fine to have all these thoughts raging on. Rage on into the dying light.
I need to pee.
Go pee. I can talk to these people.
You can't talk to these people.
As I rage on into the dying light.
Yeah, I'm going to go pee. The cigar's great. I'm gonna finish this one before the other one.
I kind of want to read that poem.
What poem?
Gotcha, people. Hold on now. The story behind Brian Doe's Do Not Go Gentle. That's it. Do not go gentle. Thank you. All right, come on, give it to me already. I'm just, do not go gentle in the dying light. Come on. Come on now. Okay. This poem here is by Dylan Thomas. He was born October 27th, 1914 in Wales. He passed away in 1953. Whew. 39 years later. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning they, do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying, how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. That's fucking intense.
So where'd you find that poem?
The movie Interstellar.
I want to watch that again.
It's a fucking amazing movie. It is. I probably butchered it. I didn't have the cadence right.
What do you mean?
I didn't have the...
Want a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little water down.
I didn't have the cadence of the poem right. I don't think. It's the first time I tried reading it out loud. I could have done better.
Yeah. You did great.
This has been super duper fun.
You've done great.
And if you made it this far, people, you're the best. We fucking love you. For real.
Yo, Eric's gonna be here in like 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah, I know.
His brother, he'll be on.
Oh yeah, we gotta do as many as we can while he's here. You know what I mean? Even if it's every night, an hour, 2 hours. I'm not saying we have to do it every night. I'm just saying, like, if you know, as much as we can, not just one episode while he's here. We'll try to get like 5 of them.
5 within 2 weeks.
At least a couple. 3.
No, that's okay with me. We gotta catch up.
Yeah, dude. You telling me?
No, I'm just agreeing because I've had a hard time.
It's all right, man. There's always going to be hard times. It's what makes hard men. But let's take this. I do want to take this quick little opportunity here. So what? Early August? You're gonna be
For leaving?
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying the end of July, beginning of August, with how much I would still like to wrap up before I leave. Cutlass is obviously number one. I don't know where the boat fits in, but it's in there. I still have my dad's truck. I want to paint before I leave. Who knows if I'm going to do that?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly wanted to also do Shalon's car before I leave. When I hit the deer on her birthday, I just want to get it done and over with. I know, that can carry on. That's probably going to carry on, even though I just bought her fucking headlights.
I only bring it up because, there's going to be some time where we're going from this badass studio. I'll be setting up the main hub somewhere else. I don't know what yet. Even if I gotta rent something from somebody, I will. I don't know. Hoping to buy a house by then, but we don't know. I don't know how it's gonna play out. But yeah, that's gonna be coming. So there's probably gonna be a couple weeks in between here and there where I'm not able to post anything. Between him getting set up in his new situation and then,
It'll be another learning curve.
Yeah, not really. You're just gonna be on with Skype. I've already done that.
Do we want to use Skype?
What else are we gonna use? Zoom?
There's Zoom.
We'll Zoom it. We'll Zoom it. Yeah, I don't care, dude.
Whatever has the best quality.
I don't care if we live stream on YouTube. We should do that.
Live stream each one?
Yeah, we gotta set up fucking. Yeah, let's just fucking set it up. Gotta have our cameras ready for live streaming.
Hmm.
My brother, man, love that guy. He pisses me off sometimes. Last night or yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday morning. Early morning. And I turn on the Xbox. I got the headset on. Old lady's sleeping. And I'm like, oh shit! I see my brother in there in a motherfucking friends list.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, bitch, let's go. We haven't played in fucking weeks. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really like playing with my brother. But it's also like I get so excited when he's on because you know what I mean. It's like we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And we're doing what we did when we were kids. It's fucking awesome. Like, dude, I can think all the way back into my Fairpoint house days. Like when I was a young kid, him and I getting so mad playing fucking like Nintendo and shit and fucking breaking cartridges and then fucking. Oh my god, dude. Because it's hard to break those Nintendo 64 cartridges as a kid, but we found out how. Fucking put our fingers in there and fucking, we get so mad and it felt cool because we were like ripping something apart. Yeah, we were savages.
But then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, fuck, man. No, because actually a lot of people don't know this one either. If you only break the, you know what I mean, you got to like fully separate them. It's still just a thing inside.
Yeah.
You can actually close them back up. They'll work.
Yeah,
again.
If you only break.
And did you know back in the day, in Nintendo 64 days, they used to open those up and you'd like, they would just tap like a certain spot on it and the grease in your finger would shorten out a part of the game and then you could go into Mario World. It was like the first 3D Mario game for Nintendo 64 and you could literally skip all of it. You could glitch the game out by touching a certain spot in the thing and then you could win the whole game. You like skip right to it. Fucking clean the spot back off, put it back in. You already beat the game. I'll show you, bro. This is like before Game Shark.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I did not grow up in a video game world, dude. I didn't know that shit. What was that Shark something website?
Yeah, Game Shark.
Yeah, I didn't know about that until you pointed out. Like,
we don't have to go in there
I didn't have
yet.
game consoles growing
We'll
up.
save that for another
At
episode.
the fucking woods. I played with the fucking little pew-pew looking fucking sticks.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I had a fucking arsenal.
Good for you.
I made
forts. I used to do that too, though.
Yeah.
But still, like it's, me and my brother had that, So when we hop on the game, it's fun to fucking.
Dude, I couldn't
anyway,
own a cap gun when I was little.
Oh Jesus!
My mom was so against guns when I was little.
I was playing Tekken by the age of 5. So here's the fucking back to the moral. So I'm playing with him, And he has like his own style of playing. He's like he doesn't want to be too close to you in the map because he feels like he's like, oh, I don't want to hug your back the whole time, bro. I don't need to wear you like a backpack, bro.
I watched the contest. I streamed a little bit with you guys.
Well, all right, but yeah, he likes to do his own shit.
Yeah.
In team style game, and I'm like, dude, that you can't do that. Like, we don't have to run to the same box. We need to be in the same room. We need to be on the same floor of the house. He's like, oh, I don't need to be on the same floor of the house as you. Oh, so you're just gonna let me die if there's a team
You're
here?
not gonna watch my back?
Instead of us being together fighting them as a team? Why do you think I'm being killed? Because there's fucking 2 of them, Zach. Where are you? Why isn't there 2 of us, Zach? What the fuck? So I get a little irritated playing the game.
He's on the next rooftop or the ridge
yeah.
line.
Oh no, he's up 2 stories. You know,
And he's trying to warn you, like, hey, you got 3 guys coming into the building. I know. I watched some of that.
Thank you. I hope you hear this, Zach, you little motherfucker. I'm going to clip this out. I'm going to put this on Instagram. Just for you, baby.
He would make for a nice watch.
Yeah, solo play, he's dope. His solo play is dope. He's got like a in Warzone, he's got like a really high KD. It's like 3.60 or some shit. It's actually really high. But that's because he's a solo player. And if you look at his shit, most of his games are solo. When he plays with other people, he's like, hey, you got people coming. I love you to death, man, but it's really hard to play COD with you. So I was all excited about playing COD with him, right?
Yeah.
And we played a match. He's like, oh, man, I might have to go soon. I'm like, all right, cool, no worries, man. And we play another match. He's like, hey, I'm going to go make the kids throw us in another lobby. I'll be right back. I'm going to go make the kids some food. Throw us in another lobby. I'll be right back. Okay. Throw us in a lobby. Get into the match.
Mother.
It's just me. He keeps hitting the ground. Then eventually, I'm on this boat, right? And all y'all COD players, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm at the boat at Nova, the Nova factory. And he happens to land. I'm like, he's going to get kicked for inactivity at any point. So he happens to land on the top of the boat. I'm like, no shit. So I go up, I res him. He comes back up. He's alive now. So I'm like, all right, I got to protect his body. So I loot the entire boat. I get everything. I got as much as I can. There's no buy station. I can't get load out, but I don't want to leave his body.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave him there alone. In case he comes back, he's like, what the fuck?
Bitch, you died 20 times already.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm hanging out. Team. Roof and Nova. Get them. Another team comes from Mini Nova. Get them. They start shooting at him. He goes down one more time. I use him as a fucking shield. I'm like, pop him back up. They shoot him again. I hop up on the other side. Got that motherfucker. 4 kills. Protecting his ass. Use him as a human shield. Stick him one more time. Yeah, it's good. We're ready now, right? 2 teams. 2 motherfucking teams coming from each side. We got Nova here, Mini Nova here, living quarters up here. I see the team drop from living quarters down to Mini Nova. The parachuting in. I'm like, oh, it's game time. I'm about to do the same tactic. I'm going to use him as a shield again. Because he's where he landed, everybody could see him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use him as a shield again. I didn't know about the second team at this moment. So I'm break 2 guys' shields, armor. They go inside Mini Nova. I start getting shot from Nova factory. Mm-hmm. Nope, to my right.
Oh.
So if I'm looking at north, to my east. North is Nova factory. This isn't the right directions, but just to paint it for you, north is Nova factory, directly
Yeah,
east.
because I don't know this boat.
So I'm getting shot 90 degrees. So I pull this way, headshot. Takes me out. I'm like, son of a bitch. Zach needs to stay alive. I'm hoping the guys on the roof don't see Zach.
Yeah.
Shit you not. Somehow, they end up fighting each other, right? So now, I come back because Zach's still alive. So I land in on Zach. Well, now they seen me landing in. Both teams just watched me pull my chute and land on the boat.
Yeah.
Then they seen Zach. They killed Zach first, then they killed me, and I was done. I was so mad. I texted him. I said, "Motherfucker, like, just say." I didn't say it like that. I was like, bro, this is a little irritating. Oh, all right, let me finish a little more. So then the lobby's over. My heart's fucking 180 beats per minute. I'm waiting on Zach. 5 minutes goes by. I call Zach on his phone. I'm like, "You coming back?" No answer. Wait a couple minutes more. Text him, "Hey, man, are you coming back?" I'm talking to him in the headset. "Hey, motherfucker, like, let's go." Nothing. I wait like a good 10 minutes. Like a good brother should. Waited 10 minutes. No response, no nothing. I was a little upset after 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you could have just said...
Zach, where were you?
Well, you could have just said, "Hey, man."
You left your brother hanging.
You could have just said, "Hey, I'll be back." Or, you know what I mean? Play on.
He did say he would be back.
He said it like, "Put us in a lobby, I'll be right back." That means I'm going to go real quick. I'll be back before the load screen.
I'm going to go make some PB&Js.
I'll be
those
back
out.
I'll be back before we're in load. That's about a minute and a half.
Yeah, but his girls want mac and cheese, dude. It takes at least 15 minutes.
He didn't get a hold of me. He didn't respond to me until later on that evening. And you know what? His computer was on all fucking day.
Just fucking left it.
He just left it there. You know what is funny? Because he said that he was playing the night before, right? He turned it on, but he started a match and then wasn't able to play. So his PC was on. He was on all night long. And then he woke up in the morning. He's like, "Yeah, I was going to get some coffee. I went downstairs to check the laundry, and I noticed that the game was still on, so I hopped on." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then we started playing, and then he just left it on. He's a prick. He's just a fucking prick. I don't know what to tell you. He's a prick for that. I mean, come on. We're fucking playing here. I get it. I got kids too. You got to make them breakfast sometimes. Oh, you're going to be like, "Hey, I want to make you some bowls of cereal." And then they're like, "I don't want cereal." Pancakes. But, if you got somebody waiting on you, just be like, "Hey, man,
I can't come back." Just be like,
just run downstairs or anything. Just be like, "Yo,
sorry,
dude."
Yeah.
Send a message.
Yeah.
I'm your brother, too, bro. You can't just call me. "Man, these motherfucking kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got to deal with this shit, bro. You know how it is, bro." You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Just tell me, motherfucker, so I'm not sitting here waiting on you. That's all I want.
Trying to keep you alive.
I'm trying to fucking... Well, yeah, it was fun trying to keep him alive, but now I'm just sitting here watching these two characters walk along this fucking infinitely smoky street. It's the load thing in the game, if you don't know. But yeah, it's annoying. I could have been playing the game.
You gonna want to play with a noob? Maybe that's what I'm gonna need to get. I'll need to get back into COD.
No, you don't.
Why?
I don't know. You just don't need to. Why not? Why do you need to? Why do you want to?
Virginia, it's something me and you could still do. You're gonna have to keep me alive though. For a little while.
I got you. We'll just play zombies until
I love zombies. Back. I'll play zombies.
Until you get the mechanics back. I'll play zombies with you. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, but you got to get a game system. And if you get a fucking Series X, I got to get one too. So
English, motherfucker.
It's the new consoles.
Is that like a computer console?
They're better than most computer consoles, yeah. They're top of the line fucking specs.
I think I would go with Xbox though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Series X, never PlayStation. Sorry, Sony. I don't actually no, not sorry. Y'all fucking suck.
I used to like PlayStation.
It sucks.
I used to, but no, they've gone downhill quite a bit. I don't know much, so I can't explain why. Yeah, but just seeing every fucking problems and people that have had with them and how fast they're trying to keep up with Xbox, so they can't keep up. They're cutting too many fucking shortcuts and corners, and they're just hurting their own fucking reputation.
Yeah, it's sad. The thing is that Taylor's here. The thing is that Microsoft, they don't have to make games to be successful, to be Microsoft.
Yeah.
They're doing it for fun, so that gives them the freedom to make games for what games were meant to be. Fun.
And
It's that simple. Let me call.
entertainment.
Hello? Hey, we're wrapping up in here.
Are we? All right. I don't know how long has it been, people?
No, we're not done, honey. We're wrapping it up.
It's been like,
Alrighty?
when we get in on here? I don't know.
I can't do that right now. I'll have to talk to you when I'm done. Jesus, I just said it twice.
How long has it been?
What?
How long has it been? I don't even know what time.
We're coming up. We're 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Nice.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost done.
3 hours on that Stog.
Yeah. Well, I took a quick pause. I was like, no, we're gonna let it back up. Yeah. I missed the racing.
Yes, sir.
I missed the racing games. That's what I liked.
We never got that steering wheel.
Oh, I'm gonna get it someday. Even if it's like 50 years from now. Everyone's got a simulation. I'm still gonna fucking be on eBay. I'm gonna buy that fucking little steering wheel for you for $100. Just
It better not be that
just
much
for
then.
haha.
It better not be $100. Bro, by then
All
you're
right,
gonna be able
$20.
to go. Bro, by then you're gonna be able to go to Family Dollar and get the one for $5.
Maybe, but I'll get it someday. It's been a few times I almost got it, but I was like, damn.
It's gonna be that one that you just plug into the TV with the 3 prongs.
Yeah.
The red, yellow, blue,
Yeah.
and or red, yellow.
Yeah, but again, you're
green,
gonna have to take that
and it's-
TV out from fucking the closet.
Yeah. But put AAA batteries in it that you have to get from fucking Serbia. And then. But hey, dude, you know how epic's gonna be? It's gonna have fucking Horizon 5 on it.
That's like us with Nintendo 64 right now.
Yeah, it's epic. All right, we got to wrap this up. It's been a fucking epic episode. It's been a hell of a day. I appreciate you, man. Love spending the time with you.
Yeah. It's always an adventure. A trip.
Yes, indeed.
Always rising.
Jenny's.
Alrighty, y'all. Thank you for listening.
We're rising up.
Subscribe, share, please. Tell us that we're lame, but at least tell us why. No, I can't get over my mind. He says we're lame, but he doesn't explain why.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
Like, come on.
Fuck
come
it.
on.
Hey, feedback is feedback. We got his time and attention.
Yeah, so fuck you. I love
y'all.
you the rest. Later.
See ya.